I don't know how I left, but I left
Okay,
accidentally.
that's okay. We
Whatever
voted
you guys
for you.
decide is fine.
Okay.
Guess I'll unmute there.
Hi, everybody. Robin, you're going to be on the same team I'm on. You,
Oh, cool.
Mono, and Carl, and Jim.
Awesome
So-
awesome.
This should be fun.
Aaron,
Rob's running everything tonight, you guys. So,
I'm actually not running anything. I'm just doing the category.
okay, I'm running everything.
Yeah.
But Rob is going to do all the stuffy stuff. And I'm reminding you now that game number 199, which is on the 25th of January, is coming up, and I have 0 people on that. So
Carl volunteered for that.
Yeah, I'll do one. I'll do
earlier.
one next week.
okay, so I want to remind you guys, because often I don't start nagging you until later in the game, and so the people who are in the beginning of the game, is that Robin saying she's gonna?
I'll do one.
Okay,
Yay,
I have an
Robin.
idea.
I haven't done one
Okay.
in a while, Susan. I'll do
all
one
right.
too.
When and if I ever get a quiz set up, who do I guess I'd need
You haven't done
You-
one yet, Jim?
no, I haven't.
Shame.
Why don't you do one next week, Jim? Are you inspired to? Give it a shot.
Okay, I've got an idea. I've just got to I've just got to come up with 10 questions on the
Do
theme.
you want to have somebody vet them before you do it? Anybody here who will not be here next week want to vet Jim's questions so that, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess everybody here now will be here next week.
Yeah.
Robin,
Run, run.
when do you leave for your trip to the Falklands?
I leave. So next Thursday is trivia. I leave on Saturday.
Oh, exciting.
Okay, but shouldn't I email Susan or something to say, hey, yes, I can or I cannot?
Well,
No,
or
you're
or you
on.
could
I
say
just-
yeah. You say
You're
yeah
on.
right
Committed.
now,
You're on,
and then
Jim.
you do it.
Okay, so I
First.
better.
Start writing.
Okay, if I'm going to get it vetted by somebody, I guess I'll need an
You will
email.
not be getting them vetted. You've played enough. So the only
Yeah.
things you need to make sure you pay attention to are when you ask for an answer, make sure it's one answer. Like you can't make people say,
The name of the movie and the star, right?
yeah,
No,
name
one of those.
3 people who were in this movie, or name the 3 people whose name
Yeah.
is Tom. That what is their last names of the 3 Thomases that were in this movie? Because that requires people to come up with 3 different answers. So you
Yeah.
want to have, you could say, name one of the Thomases that was in the movie.
Okay.
And that would be fair, but nothing that's going to have 3 more than
Unless it's
one
question 1, 2, and 3.
answer. Yeah, you could do that. And also, try not to do, we don't want you to do a 11th question, and we want you to keep the multiple choices to a minimum. And if you can, try to keep the verbiage down a little bit because it gets long.
Yeah.
Any other tips that we need to have him
I
know?
think true and
false.
false we shy away from, especially when they're tricky. You don't want to put
Yeah,
one little word in it that makes it false. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Or true or whatever.
was like something to see that's too close, like in year 12 such and such happened, and the answer is actually year 13, like
And so the other thing is to make sure there's actually only one answer to the question. People think of an answer and they think, oh, that's the only possible answer. And then then it causes a problem because what animal has the longest tail? Okay, is it longest measured? Was it longest in proportion to their body? That was an actual argument we had.
yeah,
here.
that's true.
Because the person asking the question didn't realize there was more than one way to look at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
I
the
would
other
run it
thing-
past
the
a
other
friend.
thing I would say
Yeah.
is to make sure
Heads or
that
tails.
if you have something that might have more than one possible answer, according to whatever your source is, that way there is only one.
Or just avoid things that have multiple possible correct sources of answers.
that's a
Right,
good
but
point.
sometimes there's things there could be more than one, and you can have a very official source, and you tell us what it is.
And just in general, double check your answers. Don't if you get a trivia question or something off the web, look a couple other places and confirm that there's the same information in multiple places, because
Good point.
And Jim,
Lots
don't
of
be
trivia
nervous.
questions are wrong. on
Don't
the
be
internet.
nervous. We're very forgiving. Susan demands that we're forgiving and kind.
We're very
On the
forgiving
first
for
time.
trivia
On your
first
first time, that's it. You and you've
So
done
you-
this game so many times, you should know already.
So you're not going to be forgiven for being unforgiving.
I hope that's your
Okay.
first question.
No philosophy. Nobody wants to hear it. And there is a list of all the games the topics we've already covered, but don't worry about it too much because
Okay.
even when we repeat these, the questions,
Yeah.
well, like Peggy always says, we've already forgotten the answers, even if you ask a young question. And there's always different ways of asking questions that are different. And sometimes just going over them again is probably a good way of doing it. So, and there's different people who've been playing over the years, so it'll be fine. I'm putting you on first though, so
Yeah. Okay.
no pressure. All right, so we need to do our team names. Thank you for
Okay.
volunteering him, Karen. I appreciate that. Karen volunteered. That's great. I do need a bonus for next week. I've got Jim, Gail, Robin, Carl, and bonus is missing, and then game 200. We only
So
have
put
one.
this up. So copy this into paste.
Right. So, all right, team number 1 today.
Um,
Who is Jim, Carl, Mono, Susan, and Robin? Read it out, Jim.
do llamas need to be de-iced before they poop?
Gotta have a question mark on that. Let's do it.
Oh, okay.
We have to have an answer to that. Inquiring minds need to know the answer to that. All right. So team number 2, Brandy, Carolyn, James, and Kyle.
We don't need a name. We have complete and total immunity.
No.
Whoa. Oh. Okay. Cindy, Karen, Lee, and Leonard.
Trump can recognize animal shapes on a test, but not the predator in the mirror.
Oh, oh, where is that from? What animal shapes what are you talking about?
His test that proved he was a genius.
He's
The
a
hard
stable
cognitive
genius.
test. It's a hard cognitive test that he keeps taking. that
He
the
had
doctor
to
keeps
differentiate a
giving.
giraffe from a zebra, and he did,
Wait,
and he
was
bragged
this
about
recent?
that.
Yeah, this
Is
was
this something
recent.
new?
Yeah, well, no, he keeps giving these tests, and he said his last test was really hard and hard math problems. But the test is only 15 minutes long, and it asks the people to take it to recognize animal shapes, to identify the animal shapes, to spell certain words backwards, to count down from 100 by sevens, to draw the hands on the clock. And that's the hard cognitive test that Trump keeps passing. And then he makes
Kept passing it. I'm pretty sure he only
It's a
took it
test
once.
for
and it was years
dementia, folks.
I know that's what, yeah, they're for to detect dementia. But
Well,
you know,
he
they're
had
like
some
the
sort of a
same-
he had some sort of a breakdown during a speech the other day too. He
I
was
read about that.
Really?
totally forgot his words.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Thanks for
missed
trying to
it.
debank people.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
was
know
a
he was
good
having a
one.
Building the
breakdown.
country.
He was doing something with a grandmother. He was talking about a granny, and then he went to his mother-in-law's death, and
Funeral.
they were talking about that.
I'm waiting for one of the team names to have the debank in it. That was a good one.
Debanking.
Yeah, the banks are debanking everybody.
That's what he said.
Oh,
That's what he talked about yesterday.
boy, I've
Oh.
been following politics like crazy, but you guys are talking about stuff I haven't heard. This is interesting. Okay,
Well, this
Janine,
is some Forbes.
Janine, Kevin, Peggy, and Wendy.
May all Trump's lawyers be Alina Hobbit.
Oh, that's
She's awful.
You know, I'm actually worried, and then mark this down as a conspiracy theory. This is so that he can appeal it on the grounds, and this is an actual grounds for appeal, that my attorneys were incompetent.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's
His
true.
That's the
attorneys
thing.
are
That's his
incompetent because
MO.
he's telling them
They
what
need
to
to
say.
hire Peggy and Robin. They should deal with.
That's his
Yeah,
MO
they
though.
would deal with
He
them.
hires people.
And they
He
would deal
hires
with
the
them.
cheapest contractor, then he finds something little tiny thing wrong and refuses to pay.
Well,
Yep.
they had a one of the commentators on MSNBC says this is they were talking about Elena Haba, who's representing him with the case with E. Jean Carroll, and they said They said, this is what you get what you pay for.
But he doesn't pay
But
them.
the headline that we saw, or that I saw, said that her firm is being paid $3.5 million. And I mean, Kaplan is hilarious. Like, he's saying, do you know what you're doing? Did you know that you're supposed to be doing this other thing? And and you can't do that.
Oh my God. All right. So last group, Ben, Gail, Jamie, and Kat. What is your team name?
Iowa. Imbeciles opt for wicked autocrat.
Imbeciles off
Oh,
the
I
wicked
get it.
eye.
It's an acronym.
Oh man, he
Ooh.
didn't, they're talking about how bad he actually was, more
Yeah.
than half, almost half of the Republicans who turned out in that snowstorm decided they did not want Trump. I think that was really telling.
Really?
And they're too stupid to realize it. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Today's 18th, right? Okay. Oh, this is interesting how my things. Okay, fantastic. All right. So I'm turning it all over to Rob. Oh, I got to say these out loud. We cannot deviate, can I? If I do deviations, people get upset. So here's the teams tonight. Team number 1, do llamas need to be de-iced before they poop? Versus, we don't need a name. We have complete and total immunity. Versus, Trump can recognize animal shapes on a test, but not the predator in the mirror. Versus, may all Trump's lawyers be Elena Haba. Let me say her name right.
That's
Elena?
a good way. You can't
Elena
pronounce
Haba,
it. That's
yeah.
awesome.
Elena Haba. Versus Iowa, imbeciles opt for a wicked autocrat.
And which one does Mark think's going to win?
He's in another room probably.
He's sleeping.
He's probably got another piece of pie he had somewhere. I don't know. All right, so this is going to be exciting. I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready. I'm jazzed.
Okay, so Susan's got a stake in the game for the first time in a long time. All right, good luck, everybody. So first round is last time I went, I did a vocabulary thing, right? Where I gave you the word and asked for the definition. This is going to be the reverse. This is a spelling bee. Correctly spell these awkward words.
Are you going to write
Nobody
it?
will win this one.
Oh, look at how he puts it. You guys
So-
see that in the chat? That's funny.
So I'll give you the definition, and I'm going to say the word. Clearly, I can't put it in the chat, but
Oh,
so
You
darn.
should spell it
write-
wrong, like you did in the title.
Somebody's going to have to write it down. All right. The first word is questionnaire, which is a set of printed or written questions with a choice of answers. Number 2 is a very large number, specifically 10 to the 100th power, which is a Google. Number 3 means to provide lodging or sufficient space for, to fit in with the wishes of or needs of, which is accommodate. Number 4, to cause someone to feel awkward or self-conscious, which is embarrass. Number 5 is a period of 1,000 years, millennium. Number 6 is a ruler of ancient Egypt, the pharaoh. Number 7 is having to do with the creation and development of economic ventures, entrepreneurial. Number 8 is to make or become liquid. Really easy word, liquefy. Number 9 is a movement or series of moves requiring skill and caring and care. And for this one, I want the UK spelling, maneuver.
Ooh, that's cruel.
Number
Somebody should do that. All millennium, spelling
Number 10, to spell a word incorrectly, the past tense, misspell. Misspelled. And that's it.
Oh, this is fun. All right, Deborah, I'll give you these in just a second. I got to decide what room I'm going to put you in. Does anybody have an obvious answer where Deborah should go? Because room 1 is, I added Robin to, because I knew that Mono and Jim would leave early. Is there anybody else that's going to be leaving early that I should know about? Maybe I'll
No,
put
but
Deborah in
we
that
want
spot.
Deborah.
Well, everybody wants Deborah, but I mean,
Have her pick based on the name. Have her pick what name
oh,
is funniest.
that's true. We could do that.
All right. Or we could do the same thing I did with you. I still have the sheet.
No,
Give me a
ours-
number 1
No,
to 5.
the other is more fun, Rob.
That's true. The other is more fun. Okay, let me just add this last question in here really quick, and then I will ask it. Deborah, is that all right with you?
Deborah, is audio not working? Deborah can't get
He's
her
not
audio working.
talking to us.
This is what happened last week.
Deborah, you there?
I think Deborah couldn't get her audio working last week. Yep, can't unmute.
Really? Can you hear us though?
Yeah, I think she could. At least last week she could.
She can
wonder-
hear us. She can write down the spelling.
Okay, asked to unmute. I've just asked her to unmute.
You don't want her to unmute, because look at how she spelled
I
unmute.
know, I saw that. I thought,
Well, nobody wants her on their team for this round.
Okay, never mind.
Deborah, I'm going to read you out. Okay, for Deborah, I'm going to give you the questions, but first I'm going to read out all the names, and I'm not going to tell you who's on the word, I'm going to quit. Okay, she's going to come right back, but I can't unmute. Okay, give her just a second. Let's see if she can do it, because it would be easier just to have her. I think she's the last. Adrian's going to be here late, I think.
Oh,
Let me
I
see.
didn't even unmute.
And by the way,
Okay.
I am an awful speller, and probably at least 8 of these words I would spell wrong if I was just trying to write them without a spell checker.
You know, it's funny because I said on the latest Skeptic Zone, they did a 3-part Skeptic Zone with me, with Maynard, and I just listened to the third one, it's the last episode, and one of the things I said in there, I think I need to say more often for people who want to join GSOW. You do not need to know how to spell. You don't need to know how to do grammar. All that is fixable. We don't care. You don't even have to be a native English speaker. We don't care. That is minor. And you would think that'd be like a major thing if you're going to be an editor of Wikipedia, that you need to know how to do grammar and spell and so on. So Deborah, you here now? Can you unmute?
Hey. Hey. There was some like little there was some, this is a new computer, so I don't know all the little things that it does, but up on the top right of the Zoom there was a little thing that I was supposed to say okay. I have no idea what I said okay to.
That was that you were being recorded.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what
Well,
that
maybe
might
that was
okay, so Deborah,
okay, before it was on the middle, so I don't know.
Yeah, they changed it. They changed it about one or two updates ago.
It says Deborah Markin is not in this meeting.
Yeah, well, I'm here.
No, because okay.
We're here.
Let's see if that works. Okay, so you should have a direct message from me.
Let me see. I believe I do.
Okay, so that's the category. Rob's running all of the categories tonight. That's the first one. I will give you the questions in just a moment.
Erectile spells.
Well, we were making fun of you because you wrote can't unmute and you spelled it wrong.
I was just in a hurry.
I know. Excuses, of course. Okay, so I'm going to read, because all the rooms are full. I'm going to read these names because Karen, and she's right. They're funny. So you're going to tell me which room you want to be in based on the name, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm not reading them in any order. May all Trump's lawyers be Elena Habe. Okay. Or Trump can recognize animal shapes on a test, but not the predator in the mirror. Or Iowa, which stands for imbeciles opt for wicked autocrat. Or we don't need a name. We have complete and total immunity. Or do llamas need to be de-iced before they poop?
Oh, Iowa.
Yeah.
All right, that is team 5. All right, Deborah's there. All
The
right.
llama one makes a lot more sense if you heard the conversation at
Yeah,
the
but
start of this.
she knows.
I'm sure.
She
I know
was
all
at
about llamas, and
Hippocamp
I know
and-
the poopy thing. And I
and
saw
yeah, I
the
think-
llama poop, and
As soon as I got in, I'm playing this day. She'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah, you're right. The others are funnier. Okay. Deborah's on 5. So let's open up the rooms and I will send you the questions right now, Deborah.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm almost done. Doesn't look like they. I'm gonna.
It should be spelled.
It'll just be us.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll see it, but the other groups won't.
Okay,
Okay, chat.
I believe that's how you spell questionnaire.
Okay, that's how. Oh, okay. I put only one N in.
I'm pretty
but,
sure there's 2.
There's 2 N's.
Okay, I'll go. Okay, let's go with 2 N's then. I
Really?
wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I was also unsure about the E on the end, but well, I'll go with yours.
The E
I am
is
a good speller. I write all day long.
the E
Yeah.
is the, I'm not sure
No,
about
it's no, it's Google GOOGOL.
That's Google the
for that-
company,
for-
but Google the number is OL.
Oh yeah,
no
That
GOOGOL.
Yeah.
yeah. GOOGOL.
Yep.
But coming back to questionnaire, the E is there, but I'm not, I thought it was one N because it's a added to question. Why would they put another N there? Because there's no emphasis on that.
I try not to reason things out in English spelling and just go with what I reasonably believe is the correct spelling.
Correct.
I am 99.9% sure that that's
Would
correct.
you give us one?
It
of your
is a word
children?
that I use fairly frequently.
Would you give us
Yeah.
your firstborn?
Yeah.
How confident are you?
My
Roger?
firstborn is completely useless living in Los Angeles. You can have him.
What's the next one?
Next one.
Okay,
To provide
accommodate.
lodging or sufficient space or
Accommodate.
accommodate.
Okay. I put. Oh, I guess I should write in my version if I'm going to.
I have
there's
spelled
2
it the
M's.
way I think it should be spelled.
Just
Oh.
I think there's 2 M's there.
Accommodate.
M.
Okay,
Double C,
that's what
double
I
M.
put too. That's
You sure that doesn't look right?
I don't think that's correct.
I think
I think
whatever
it's
the
got 2 C's and 1 M.
okay. I put 2 C's
that
and 1
2
M.
C's
but-
and 1 M doesn't look right.
I put my money on 2 C's and 2 M's.
I think the 2 C's and 2 M's looks better, but I'm not going to give up my firstborn.
Okay,
child.
we'll go with Carl. Carl's always right.
Wow, Carl, that's a reputation you got there. That's scary. Hey, a ceiling fan. Okay, to cause someone to feel awkward or self-conscious is,
Embarrass.
So we'll go with 2 M's.
oh, you know, I always misspell embarrass, but I know what it looks like when it's right.
Double R, double.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks correct.
Okay, that's what I put too. I'm not quite sure about the two R's and 2 S's, but
Yeah, that's
what
right.
I put too.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay, a period of 1,000 years is a millennium.
Yep.
I think it's 2 L's and 2 N's.
Oh, I think it's just 2 L's.
2 L's, 1 N.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. I've been, yeah. Okay,
think?
yeah, now that you say that, I think I think you're right. I keep putting in millennium or millennia and seeing what spell check tells me.
Yeah,
when I-
we're relying too much on spell check these days. Okay, Pharaoh
Oh,
looks
Yeah.
right.
that's
Pharoah.
No,
yeah,
no,
that's what I put too.
no,
Really?
Pharaoh is AOH. It's a counterintuitive, but Pharaoh is a PHARAOH.
Oh, so
Okay.
reverse the A and the O?
Yep.
Oh,
I-
AOH. Oh yeah, Pharaoh.
Oh, yeah, that looks right.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay, what was
Yeah.
the having to do with the creation and development of economic ventures?
Okay.
Entrepreneurial.
Yeah, entrepreneurial. ENTREPRENEUR.
All right.
I put an RIAL. Entrepreneur IAL.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Both look right to me.
No, it's the
I
one. with
think
the-
Carl and I have an agreement here.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur
Nice. The IAL.
IAL at the end.
Okay, to make or become liquid.
Liquefy.
LIQUIFY.
Yeah, I don't. That one's kind of like one of the easier ones.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the British spelling for maneuver, right?
Or a series of moves requiring skill and care.
And I think that's the British spelling.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's different from what Robin says.
I like Carl's better.
Yeah.
I like Carl's.
UV.
As opposed to spelling it as though it has something to do with lava poop.
Jim, you're Canadian. Don't you guys spell it like this?
Okay, I started writing MANEUVER, but I was very unsure about that.
You're Canadian, so I'm sure they would spell it. What are we going with?
We're going with the MANOEUVRE.
OEVRE?
EUVRE.
MANOEUVRE.
Okay, yeah, the extra U in there. Okay, that makes sense because they add U's all over the place.
Man.
Okay, to spell a word
wait a minute.
incorrectly past tense.
Yeah, that's misspelled. Misspelled.
Misspelled.
That's not misspelled. It's correct.
MISSPELLED.
Which one are we going with on maneuver?
MANOEUVRE. Correct?
Man. Okay.
That look right?
Okay, let's go. Okay, go with that.
What is Robin putting up here?
Oh,
To having to do with
RE.
creation and development. Is he's putting something up on here. They only stay for a second or so.
That's for entrepreneurial.
Entrepreneur. Entrepreneurial.
Entrepreneurial. Remember when George W. Bush was talking about being an entrepreneurial country and said the French don't have a word for that.
Entrepreneur. Don't have a word for entrepreneur. Yeah. Right.
Good.
Okay, we did good. We done good.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I know we're
Yeah,
good.
we've got reasonable guesses for all of these.
You guys are great because I don't know these things. These are things I do not know. I am really becoming Adrian says she'll be over here pretty soon. So I sent her the link. I sent her the spelling bee correct, the misspelling that Rob has written. I just gave it to her. She goes, "Oh, I'm glad I'm not here right now because she would have failed everything." That's funny. Yeah, we're becoming a nation of people who can't spell without having a spell check, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
And
certain
time-
words that I misspell every single time.
I usually have a
Like-
note here somewhere that I put these things.
The word weird. I can never remember if it's EI or IE. I misspell it every
Because
single
it's
time.
because
and
it's
I-
spelled weirdly. Because it's spelled
Weird. Yeah.
weirdly.
I finally gotten a handle on sheriff because now I that's a word I use almost
I
every day.
can't do sheriff. I went like crazy trying to do sheriff the other day, and I could not get Surrey. You know, I do that a lot. Hey Surrey, how do you spell whatever? I'm always doing that. No, I'm not talking to you right now. But sometimes I just can't get anywhere. But boy, that's probably the most common phrase thing I use for Surrey for.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I don't know. Just I tend to write things into Notepad. And then when I'm if it's saying I'm making a comment on a blog, then I put it in and see which words the spell check flags.
Usually for me, it's a visual thing. I've read all these words, so when I write it, I can tell by looking at it whether it looks right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mostly I go with what I do something that looks right, and mostly I'm right, but.
And every time you use spell check, it reinforces the correct spelling.
Yeah.
So you are, like conducting a review.
Yeah. But then spell check will flag something that it just isn't in its list.
I found that we still don't have great eye on spell checkers. They're really good at finding words that are close to that spelling. Spell check tend to not be really good at finding words that are close to those positions on the keyboard. Like if you type something and you accidentally type a K instead of an L and an R instead of a D, spell check is often really bad at figuring out, okay, what on the keyboard approximates these keystrokes?
Yeah.
The real difficulty is when there are 2 or 3 words that are close, and and it just well, if it gives you a few choices, then you can figure out which one from. Oh, I know which one I mean.
So while we're waiting, I'll just tell everyone that I have not been smiling for a while because I needed to get a tooth fixed in the front. And I got it fixed this week, and now I can smile in front of everyone.
How do you not smile? Like
It was starting to get a little awkward.
I'm smiling.
Can you remember that you don't have the tooth? I mean, I would forget that
I would try to.
I know. I had a cavity right here and I had a little gap right here, and I got them both fixed.
Oh, good for you. It feels better, huh?
Yes. I had to, and since I'm leaving for Antarctica and I'm going to be away from any potential medical care for a long time, I needed to kind of make sure I'm squared away.
How long are you gone for? 2 weeks? And we should probably keep in mind that Robin will be gone to the Antarctic and next week. So when she gets back, she's going to want to do a category on the Antarctic. So anybody on Facebook, make sure you follow her and look at her.
So being reassigned to Antarctica.
Yeah. So whatever, because she's going to, she's going to end up posting a lot of stuff, and you better start looking it up. Give yourself
anything.
To answer Susan's questions, it's 20 days on the boat.
Read that section in Wikipedia on penguins, right?
There you go.
Yes, exactly. Study your penguins and your albatrosses, people.
Yeah.
Anything.
Rob, I totally missed what your broadcast was.
But not your polar bears.
She's
no
gonna
polar
be
bears.
She's going to be in the Antarctic on a cruise ship for 20 days.
Wow.
She's gonna do a category on the North Pole and polar bears and everything just to throw us off.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks for that suggestion, Kevin.
I should have said nothing. I should have sent it to you directly and not said a
tropical
word.
penguins.
We should be the most educated group of all people anywhere. We're on game 99.
It could be weird things served at dinner time or bizarre cocktails. I mean, it could be anything.
Oh, it's going to be the 10 items that they folded her little napkins into and put on
Based
her
on
bed.
Rob's picture, it could be what's in Rob's refrigerator.
Which animals did they put on her pillow at night?
Rob, what was your broadcast to the group? Because I totally missed it.
Rob?
The group I was in was having some argument about whether I said entrepreneur or entrepreneurial.
Entrepreneurial.
Yeah, so Leonard was pretty sure I said the other thing, and I just sent it out to make sure everybody knew what it was.
Right.
Okay.
We all thought that, and we were discussing it.
Well, just spell both words, and you have to get them both right.
Yeah, that's a great suggestion, Kevin.
Okay, so here we go.
That's wrong.
That is correct, and that is the correction. So yes.
Nice.
That was cool.
All right, so here we go. So number one, questionnaire.
Well, I
That's not
can't
how it's
see my
spelled. That's how
answers.
it's spelled.
Double check.
Okay.
Okay. Double N and an E on the end.
ESTIONNA. Oh, we did it! Yay!
Yes, we got that one.
Number two, submersible. Not that way.
What?
It's submersible.
That
No,
was
that
not-
wasn't a
Google.
question.
That wasn't a question.
Google.
No.
That wasn't one of our words.
Nope.
Did I screw that up?
Yes, you did.
No,
Yeah.
you just made you just made a mistake on that one.
He screwed it up.
I think
Yeah,
I
is
changed
number
it,
two
yeah.
For
supposed to
number
be
two, you
Google?
asked about to 10
You
to
answered
the
at
100.
Google.
I did. I hope I didn't do that on any other ones. Okay, so yes, it's Google, which is GOOGOL.
Yay.
Okay.
Good job.
Google.
Now, if you wrote submersible by some
You should get 2 points.
I think you should get all 10 points if you put submersible.
Yes, that's true.
And
The
talk
com-
to Susan about psychics.
And then talk to Jim Underdown.
So let me know if I get any of these other wrong, because I can't see anything else on my screen, including the questions when I have this up.
Okay.
Number three, accommodate is that way.
That's good.
Oh, we did it. We got it.
Hopefully
Don't
number
go
four
Comodare.
is still embarrass, which is that way.
B-A.
Double R, double S.
R-R-A. Yeah, we got that one too. Boy, I
Okay.
got a smart team.
5, millennium, which is how
Certainly
I
wasn't
spell it,
me.
but there's 2 L's and 2 N's.
Oh, darn.
Oh.
I thought it was 2 ends, but I got
Wait,
I
Got
don't think we
outvoted.
got that one.
By-
Pharaoh. Leonard thought no one would possibly misspell that, but I know I've done it. Is Pharaoh.
we
Yeah,
almost did. We had to flip them.
Flip the O and the A. Very common.
Yeah, we had to flip it. We didn't know.
Entrepreneurial is that way.
T-R-E-P
Oh, we forgot an E.
E-N-E-U-R-I-A-L. We got it.
your
Got it.
Liquefy. I saw many teams writing this down and just leaving it, and some people were arguing about it. It is liquefy.
Oh.
Oh,
we
we
talked
should
about
have
that.
listened to Brandy. Oh, she's right.
I've never
was right.
Maneuver in the UK version is that.
Oh.
wow.
Oh,
my
it's got a O in
goodness.
it.
US version.
Well done,
is
team.
U-V-R. They always add a U.
Oh my
Didn't
God.
spell either one of them right.
Mono. It has mono in it.
Yeah, Mono, you should have got that right. He did.
That's-
We got it
And
right.
finally,
We got it right.
misspelled is misspelled.
One.
Okay, how do you spell
got it right.
Google?
How did you do that with this, with your,
Yeah, I can do that.
How do
active
you spell Google, Rob? Are
animation?
you going to give us question 2?
Are you going to post those into the chat?
It's Googol, and yes, I'm going to put it in the chat now.
Rob,
Thank you.
how did you get your animation to do that? That was good.
Magic.
Huh?
Clark's third law.
It's called software.
And there they go in the chat for everybody.
They're called PowerPoint transitions.
Yes.
But on letters
Oh.
like that?
Thank you for
That's
giving away
really
the
good.
magic hat.
Oh.
Sorry. The Canadian ruined
Sorry.
the fun.
Cat is
So I
sorry.
think we got millennium wrong.
Cat's a Canadian. Cat's always sorry. If she doesn't apologize at least once every trivia
Sorry.
game,
Sorry.
check for a pulse.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
A?
Liquefy. L-I-Q-U-I-F-Y. L-I-Q-U. Ah. Carl's challenging question 8.
Are there multiple
I think
spellings?
liquefy is an acceptable spelling of liquefy.
Nowhere I looked.
He's on
Dictionary.com.
Look into
Yay.
freaking Funkin'
Microsoft
Wagnalls.
Word spell check.
Look it up in the Funkin' Wagnalls.
Do we get our point?
Our
I
team
thought it,
was
I've
so
never seen it with an
ethical.
E.
Yeah, our team was so ethical that when we were first testing, you know, like making a list of the words, the spell check was on the
Highlighted
Microsoft
one that was
Word,
wrong.
and it was self-correcting, and so we changed it to another list that wouldn't self-correct.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should have
liquefy
reminded us of
can
that,
be spelled
Rob.
without the E, Rob.
We did.
All right,
We just
I'll
put it
have
in
to
the
give you the
chat.
point.
Yeah,
it's
my
a
spell
very,
check
very
says either
rare
way
thing, but yeah, I did
on
find some
Microsoft
places
Word.
that
Okay, I feel
Alright.
better now. 'cause
We get
that was
both.
crazy.
Okay, so let's go through our teams here. Great category, Rob. That was fun. I can't believe we've never done that before.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was very fun. Okay, Iowa. Imbeciles opt for wicked autocrat.
6.
Hey, may all Trump's lawyers be Alina Haba. Had somebody say her name correctly for me?
We had 7. We had 7.
Alina
Biba?
But if we get liquefy,
Yeah, we had 7.
then it
Can
would be
somebody
8.
say that lawyer's name for
No,
me, please?
we got millennial wrong. We got
Alina
Pharaoh wrong.
Haba.
And we
Alina
got
Haba.
maneuver
We had
wrong.
Pharaoh right.
No, we didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wrote it down correctly.
ROAH. You might have got it right.
Half your team gets the
Okay.
point.
All right. Trump can recognize animal shapes on a test, but not the predator in the mirror.
10.
Oh, nice.
Hey, keep in mind. No, never mind. Don't keep in mind. Keep in mind, Adrian's on her way.
Oh,
We
we
don't
got
need
2.
a name.
We got
have
2.
we have complete total immunity.
James, what do we get?
We got 7. I'm embarrassed to say we had 7.
Okay.
Do llamas need to be de-iced before they poop?
Okay. I had started to put down 8, but then but then
With liquefy, we got 9.
but then
Yeah, with
liquefy
liquefy, we got 9.
makes it 9.
Right.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I was gonna get Adrian if she shows up right now. So
Yeah.
just saying, you might want to
Is
play
that-
the odds like that. You know, somebody who
those-
got 7
Yeah.
might say, actually, we got 5.
Those are all the scores in for Susan?
Yep, they're all in.
Then I would like to bring up this very important point that must be said. It looks like Kyle's wearing one of those propeller hats.
I'm so glad we have this recorded. With
Now
the
I'm
happy
gonna
birthday
distract me.
behind him. What does it say? Happy birthday to me, or it's my birthday?
Thank you for pointing that out, Karen.
It looks like
Wait
Inspector
until I was
Gadget.
finished
Take
with
off.
my coffee.
He's gonna
Hey,
take off
how-
any minute. He should start
I was
writing.
gonna say,
What?
he's gonna
Oh,
start
go
looking
Gadget
right
One,
at
Copter.
two.
Go
Turn my fan
Gadget
on.
Copter.
Go Gadget Trombone.
Copter.
Not quite, Lee. You're not quite right. It's just perfect for Kyle. I've been wondering about Deborah. I keep thinking there's bones or something behind her, like old bones.
Oh, who can guess what that is, actually?
It looks like
I don't know.
cotton.
Plants.
A
It's cotton.
snow-covered winter bear tree.
It's that fuzzy stuff that grows.
It looks like fuzzy
Milkweed?
stuff that grows on a
Milkweed?
tree.
Milkweed?
Yeah.
That or
Maybe,
Q-tips.
maybe pussy willows, but I'm thinking it's think of the name of that plant right now.
It's a Bigfoot picture. I can see him running through the woods.
Like a cottonwood type thing.
There's a cow. He's on the other side of the brambles.
It's actually a picture I took of my wisteria right as it started to bloom last year.
Syria.
Oh, but it's
So those are like
white.
little those are like the little buds that are
Or
coming
do they
out.
bloom white?
It's a
They bloom.
prepubescent
This one is
wisteria.
lavender colored, but the buds look kind of white when before they
okay.
open.
I swear it was bones. All right.
I like that.
Cindy's disappeared. Where is Cindy? Is that her? Or is that her chair? That's her chair.
Okay, ready for round 2?
Yeah,
I
I'm ready
hope
for
that's her
round 2.
chair.
I know.
All right,
I'm
so we
thinking
had-
she's awful still.
We had Ross Blotcher on Recovering from Religion talking about the Ark Encounter, and he also mentioned that he's employed by the mouse, which got me thinking about animated films. So that's what we're doing.
Ooh. You know, I think he's been on 11 or 12 now. And I think we had that as a question once. What films has Ross Blotcher been involved in? And I remember there was 10. Now I think he's at 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
somebody
So
call me.
thankfully, that's not one of my questions, Susan. Thank you.
Joseph.
So question number 1, and I do have one true false here, and this is the only one. According to
How
the
dare
rule,
you?
according to the rules of Inside Out, each person's mind is a residence for a team of 5 emotions consisting of versions of joy, sadness, anger, fear, and love. True or false? Number 2. In Happy Feet, what form of dance is Mumble skilled at? Number 3. Jackie Chan voiced what character in Kung Fu Panda? Number 4. The 1978 British film Watership Down featured a cast of squirrels. True or false? Yes, I have. True. Number 5. Which was the first fully animated feature-length film? No, Peggy Sue. It wasn't Cats. Number 6. Which was the first fully computer animated feature-length film? Computer animated. Notice the difference. First one is animated, next is computer animated. Number 7. Who is the hero of A Bug's Life? Name either the character or the voice actor. Number 8. Lemurs are featured in which animated film from 2005? Number 9. Which new main character was introduced in Toy Story 4? No, it wasn't a cat. Stop it, Peggy Sue. And number 10. Number 10 is... This is a British stop-motion animated comedy franchise consisting of 4 short films and 1 feature-length film, and it has spawned numerous spin-offs and TV adaptations. That's it. Any questions? Not hearing none, go to your rooms. Good luck.
Oh, join.
Well, I'm a little bit out of practice with my animated films because my children are now in their 20s.
I've only got 2 well, there are 2 which I'm pretty darn sure of. The Watership Down was about rabbits, not squirrels. And
But
I'm
he
pretty
says that
sure
there are a cast of squirrels in there somewhere, and there might have been. It was the
yeah, but
first-
Watership Down is mostly rabbits.
It's all rabbits.
Yeah.
Well, but it says the film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the book and the film are all rabbits.
Yeah.
Well, if it's an animated film, they could have drawn either squirrels or rabbits. So it's not like it was easier to hire squirrels than rabbits.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it stays true to the book and it's rabbits.
If it stays true to the book, it's just rabbit, so it's false.
Yes. Okay.
But we don't know,
And
because I didn't see
and number 5 would be Fantasia. I'm pretty sure that Fantasia was the first full length.
No, I thought it was
No.
Snow White.
Snow White.
I think it's Snow White. I think it's Snow
Pretty
White.
sure.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll go with Snow White.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
something you wouldn't normally, we would catch you saying.
All right.
I'll go with Snow White.
Fantasia is possible. I mean, I'm trying to
It's
think.
Snow White.
Yeah, that's a very common trivia question if you've done
Yeah.
a lot of trivia.
And that's about all I know. Has anybody seen the movie Inside Out?
Yes, I
yeah,
have.
Yeah, that's not correct. That's false.
Love is the wrong one, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
John
What
Love
is
wrong.
what is Inside Out? I've never even heard of it.
It's
actually pretty good.
It's an animated film where you see these characters who essentially live in the mind of the person, and each character represents an emotion of the person. It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie, and they're fighting with each other to see, when the girl is sad. It's a little young girl.
I think Louis Black is anger, I think.
Yeah, he was anger, Louis. But I think love is the one that's wrong there. But I'm trying to think what was other than love. Anger and fear, I think, were correct. But
there
love,
was disgust.
Was
there
it
was no
disgust?
love.
Oh yeah, disgust probably.
Okay, has anybody seen Happy Feet? I think I've seen the poster.
I have not seen it.
Tap dance, I believe.
It's a penguin, right?
It's a penguin. Yeah.
Wait a minute. For number one, we're saying false because one of them is wrong.
Correct.
Correct.
I think the form of dance would probably be break dancing. Because
I think
isn't
it's
that at that time? You think it's
Don't worry about
tap?
the time. I think it's tap.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying tap? Oh well, yeah. Somehow tap dance makes sense for a for happy for something titled Happy Feet.
Okay, tap.
So
Is
tap
it right
dance?
with that?
We'll go with tap dance. Nobody has
I still
reason to
think
be
it's,
fairly sure
I'm
what's wrong.
leaning towards break dancing, but okay, I'll go with tap. Because he's seen it and I haven't.
Jackie Chan was the monkey.
The monkey, or does the monkey have a name?
Monkey. I don't think he has any name other than monkey. I don't think.
Okay.
Okay, we've got
Because
false
I don't remember.
for the squirrels, and we've got Snow White for the first fully animated film. What is the fully
I think it's Toy Story.
Toy Story?
story?
That sounds plausible to me.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
That was like 2004, right?
I think Toy Story was the beginning of Pixar, wasn't it? Which is,
I mean, the beginning in feature films of Toy Story.
I don't know the answer to this, but okay, Toy Story's good. Toy Story 1.
I think, wasn't Tom Hanks the main character in A Bug's Life?
No, it was
No.
Dave Foley.
Who?
Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall. Dave
Yeah.
Foley.
Was Cars computer animated?
Yeah, but Cars came well after Toy Story.
Did you say this
Toy
guy's
Story
name
was
is Dave?
Pixar's first feature-length film.
Carl? Is it Dave Foley?
Dave Foley, Foley.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
Dave Foley for 7?
Yeah, I've watched Bug's Life several times. What was the character's name?
I've watched A
Foley
Bug's
was in
Life
Kids in the
50
Hall, and
times.
he was also in News Radio.
Really? Why would you watch it 50 times?
Because my kids watched it 50 times and I
You
was
know
in the
what? We
room.
had it, we actually put it on at the studio all the time, but I didn't always watch them, but I've heard them because they're running in the background all day long.
So number
It
7
actually is one
is
of my favorite.
What was
Disney
the
So
what
number
was the
7
character's
is-
name?
I don't remember.
I know it's silly because they probably said it multiple times.
so so the voice actor in Bug's Life was Dave Foley.
Yes, Dave Foley.
Okay,
we can't remember his
just
name.
wasn't sure about the spelling of the last name.
Okay.
I'm-
Lemurs are featured in one animated film from 2005.
Madagascar.
Okay,
Ooh.
that makes sense.
Yep.
At least that's where they're from in real life.
Okay, how do you spell Madagascar? M-A.
Exactly the way it's pronounced.
Madagascar. That's how I spell it. But we're not being asked to get the spelling right.
Yeah, we don't have to get it right.
Okay, what new character was introduced in Toy Story 4, which I did watch and I really enjoyed it.
Was that Jessie, the
No.
cowgirl?
No,
She's
it's
two.
Gabby.
Gabby?
Gabby.
She was the doll, right? The bigger doll. How do you remember that name? How do you remember this, Carl? Somebody needs to open up your brain and look in it and see if they can figure out how it is.
And
that you have
Carl,
this
why are
memory.
you watching Toy Story 4 when you don't have kids?
I
Well,
loved
first
it.
of all, I have friends that have kids. Ben has kids. My
No.
friend Justin, Ben's nephew, has kids,
And some
and
of the
you don't
films-
need to have kids to watch Pixar movies.
So,
That's
so you're
true.
watching this with the kids, huh?
I
you
needed to
trying
have
to tell
kids to
me
watch
that?
Pixar. I would not have watched any Pixar movie without kids.
Oh,
No,
no,
I think
I
that
watched it without
films-
kids.
Yeah,
Okay.
animated films are some of the best films they make.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
my God. Toy Story 4
so what
is
was the name of this
excellent.
new character? Gabby?
Gabby.
Gabby.
Gabby?
Yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't have remembered that if forever if I sat.
I
and
have
thought
not
about
seen it, so.
But it's really good, Robin. I saw it. It's
Yeah.
excellent. It's really a good film.
Okay, I've got a wild guess for 10 if nobody else knows.
I know. I'm sure I know.
I'm
10.
reasonably sure I know the answer.
Is it Shaun
Wallace
the
and
Sheep? Something
Gromit.
about Shaun the Sheep?
That
think
is
it's Wallace
the
and
character
Gromit.
from the Wallace and Gromit series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I believe Nick Park. Was it Nick Park?
Okay.
I had heard of that.
I
I
just
don't know if
made
I've
that
seen it.
wild guess about Shaun the Sheep because I heard something about some little plushie of Shaun the Sheep went on something that on some Brit satellite, space satellite, something like that.
Wallace and Gromit is a good show. You should
Yeah.
watch it.
It's really good humor.
But I thought it was a TV series. I thought it.
Well, it's the first I saw.
It says
it
TV
started out with
adaptations.
two shorts, featurettes, a fine, the wrong trousers, and Fine Day Out. The wrong trousers for sure was one of the first
The
ones.
same people made two feature-length with Chicken Run, and
Yes.
a sequel that came out just last month, a sequel to Chicken Run, and they were both good too. Stop motion. It must be. I mean, it's amazing stop motion. The patience that is required to do that.
Yeah. Too bad Paula's not here. We could talk to her about it.
Yeah, Paula works in stop motion.
But she does.
So unfortunately, it turns out that they need a special type of clay in order to do the work, and the company that made that clay has gone out of business. The Wallace, this company that makes these films, has bought the last stock of all of them, but it looks like it may not be produced anymore. You need a special type of clay to get of a certain consistency to do that. So that's unfortunate because it's really funny, good films.
So I guess way back when they used that same clay for the Gumby and Pokey shorts.
Yeah.
I don't.
Maybe.
I watched a lot of Gumby.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I talk
Jim
about.
turned into an ethereal being.
Oh, I've got some gossip, but I can't do it while I hear on.
Oh, come on. Come
No,
on.
I have to wait. I'll have to wait.
You can
I'll
stop
tell
that
everybody.
recording button really easy.
No, because I want to tell everybody. I mean, it just came in right now. So,
Okay.
wow.
But I might not be there if you wait too long.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have to be on Facebook because somebody called me out on Facebook today and there was this long argument about it and people are sending me who the guy is. So you wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So is this somebody in the skeptic community we're gossiping about?
Yeah, but I'd never heard of him before. But boy, he was slamming me today for one of the articles that I just published on Mediums, and we were just like, he kept deleting the comments, but I had screenshot all the comments. So I reposted on a different thread the comments that he had taken out. And then as soon as this, I get attacked, all of a sudden I'm getting messages from people saying, oh my gosh, this guy's awful. Here, let me show you what he wrote about me. And then on and on. And now somebody just posted something. Oh man. Okay.
Okay, what's his name?
No, I can't tell you. I'll have to wait. No,
And he identifies as a skeptic or pretends to be
he's
one or
wrote for
something?
Skeptical Inquirer for years.
Really?
Wow.
Okay, yeah, this will have to wait. I'll tell everybody when we get back. And I'll say, all right, if you want to stay and learn, you'll have to stay and learn. That's interesting. Okay, anyway, sorry, it just came through right now. I was looking at it. All right, we're done. Good job. What is going on with Jim's house? Did he turn into a spontaneously combust there?
Told you he turned into an ethereal being. Evolve to the next plane.
Oh, I think he
glowing.
has reached sainthood. It looks like sainthood.
That is weird looking, isn't it?
It's Mother Teresa.
I see a llama. When I look close. Okay, so Mono, I put a message out to Meetup that had a
Okay.
link to all the videos. So if you
Okay.
did not get that, email me and double check your
Settings. I'll check my settings.
yeah, because that's really weird. I hate to have you not know what's going on because that's just weird.
That's weird. Yeah.
Oh, here comes the kitty.
Okay.
All
Took that
righty,
at the right
Roo.
time.
So when I put the laptop down, it points at my light.
We thought it was your ethereal being, or what did we call him?
Your
Robin said it was
aura.
Mother Teresa,
Your
your
aura.
aura.
Your spectrum.
Yeah.
Well, Carl, how much snow do you have on the ground there?
Oh, it's like less than an inch, probably. It's
Okay,
mostly-
Jim, how much snow do you have where you live?
Oh, well, gee, maybe 10, 20 centimeters. It's enough that I was skiing on the Confederation golf course.
Oh, you were skiing today.
Well, actually, I was doing it yesterday. Busy
Cross
with
country skiing.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So, let's see. So,
And is that so? Do Canadian golf courses get cross country ski tracks on them in the wintertime? Is that a common place where people go cross country skiing?
yeah, that's fairly common. So they've been grooming and track setting on this one. I guess it's only in the last few years. For several years before, it was sort of the gates were propped open so people could ski on there if they wanted to, but there wasn't any sort of special things done. But Calgary snow is tends to be a bit thin.
I forget that I'm talking to you, but I'm on mute.
Your
Okay.
beanie's falling over.
Yeah, sit up straight, would you?
Okay. I'm just anyway, so we were talking to my Brit in our little room, which I just got some gossip. But I'm not going to
Whoa.
say it here, so you'll have to stay late because when I turn off the recording. It was just
Okay.
interesting gossip about
Darn.
something that
What
happened.
Ready
room
for-
is this?
today. No, I
Does
don't.
this have to do with a comment on your
Medium.
article?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That guy. Yeah. The guy's
Yeah.
got some really interesting stuff.
Mm.
All right, ready for answers. Was
Stay
this harder or
later.
easier
Yeah,
than
let's do
spelling?
answers. But if you leave early, Carolyn, remind me and I'll send you the link.
Yeah, send me the link, please.
Okay, I'll send you the link right now while I'm thinking about it. Because it's like, oh.
Robin, you're on mute.
Okay, so question.
Susan, put it in the chat. Like put
No,
the link or
no.
whatever in the chat because I
You
don't
have
think the
to wait.
recording has anything to do with the chat.
Oh, that's true. But you'll
Right.
okay.
Question
Give us the
number
skinny
one.
in the chat.
Question number one. So one of those was wrong. It is false. They were joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust.
Good.
Ah, we even knew the
Do
right
you
Good
get an
job.
extra point for knowing which one it was?
Round B.
Yes. Good job.
Yeah, who would put love in? That's
Who would
just
put
silly.
love?
Yeah, that's lame.
And we had a whole session at Psychon on disgust. No one did a whole session on love. So
Oh yeah, I was wondering where that.
Well, it's a bunch of skeptics.
We're all missing love.
They wouldn't know love if it hit him in the face.
Yeah, skeptics don't believe in love.
number
That's right.
2. is number 2 is Happy Feet. What was his skill for Mumble? It was tap dancing.
All right.
I was always right.
Yeah, Kevin.
I thought it was breakdancing.
Close.
I
Break
remember
dancing
seeing
would
him
be
do
very
the
cold on
spinning
the ice.
Number 3,
one.
Jackie Chan. What did Jackie Chan play? People asking, do you want the name or the type of thing it was? And it's actually the same thing because the character was named Monkey.
I picked the wrong one. Sorry, team.
A monkey.
I did say primate at some point.
I said sidekick because that was funny.
That was very funny.
That is funny.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
The writers missed a joke there.
Yeah.
Should have been
Number
called sidekick.
4, the Watership Down 78 film, which was also based on a novel, featured a cast of squirrels, true or false, and in fact, it was wabbits.
It was wabbits.
Were they
Also false.
They're
Well, it's
wascally
false.
wabbits.
But I thought that the movie might have added them in because I didn't see the movie. The book is dark, you guys. The book is
The movie's dark too. It's
very
The
all
movie
dark.
scarred my young childhood mind for life.
Yes.
The book or the
Wow.
movie?
All right, I've never
The
read it.
movie.
I've never
It's
seen
the
the
movie.
film.
I like
I
the
will not
movie.
put that on my list.
beautiful,
the
beautiful
book.
animation though.
Yeah, and it was a great book. I love the book.
It's well written.
Number
but boy, it's
5.
dark.
Everybody should know the first fully animated feature-length film was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs from 1937.
Oh,
And
still showing Watership Down.
well, yeah, I don't have a picture for every one of
No.
these. So number 6, which was the first fully computer animated feature-length film, was from 1995. That was Toy Story.
How come
Yeah,
Watership
Kevin.
Down have 4.5
Kevin.
stars?
I'm glad my team is cartoon,
What
fans.
did you pick?
Cartoonish team.
Number
It is.
Toy
7,
Story?
I do have a
Because
Toy
Yeah.
Story. The first
Toy
Toy
Story.
Story.
Pixar with first Pixar film.
Yes.
Yep.
Number
Toy Story.
7 was Flick, played by David Foley.
Oh, who
Flick,
did
that's
that?
his
Flick.
name.
Oh, that's his name.
Dave Foley.
Yeah. Dave
So
Foley.
either one of those I will take. Flick.
Oh, I
Kids in
could
the
not
Hall and
remember
News
his
Radio.
name. Flick.
So which feature film features lemurs from 2005? And that is Madagascar.
Good job,
Yay.
Robin.
Oh, good job, team.
Good job, team.
I listened to
cute they are.
three teams discuss this next one, and I didn't hear anybody get it right. We'll see.
Aren't those
Those
lemurs
those
adorable?
tails seem
It's
like
Porky.
unnecessary.
Yay.
Orky.
Porky.
So was there
Porky.
more than one character introduced?
Yes,
Yeah,
there are
because there
yes.
was Duke Kaboom.
There are two.
Yeah.
There was the Chatty Cathy like doll and Forky.
Yeah,
and
So
Gabby
it was
Gabby.
it was described on the Toy Story place, and other ones as the new main character. The other one.
Well,
was
she was a main character too. What's her name? Is it Gabby?
Yeah.
Gabby?
Yeah.
Protagonist. That's a new word
So
to me.
Gabby or Forky? I forgot
There's
about
no one
Forky.
better than Duke Kaboom in that whole movie.
Who's Duke
Yeah.
Kaboom?
I guess.
Sorry, team. We should have stuck with Forky.
There was an
Sorry.
evil Knievel guy too, wasn't there?
That's Duke
Yeah,
Kaboom.
that's Duke Kaboom, voiced
That's
by
Duke
Keanu Reeves. So
Kaboom.
of course that's who we went with.
Yeah, I mean,
He's the best.
Robin, you gotta watch Toy Story 4.
name is
I will.
fairly subjective.
Look at the Forky.
Adjective.
I mean, look at that character. Isn't he
He gets
amazing?
thrown in the trash.
I forgot all about him. He's
And
so-
finally, number 10, the British stop motion animated comedy franchise is Wallace and Gromit.
They're cool.
I had too many M's. Darn it.
They are not as cool as Duke Kaboom. He's Canadian's greatest stuntman.
Ooh.
Yep.
Come on, people.
Name the second greatest.
No one cares who the second greatest is.
Yeah.
Gee, that's not my idea for a thing, but maybe I should do seconds at some point.
Oh, that could be
I
hard.
did
to
do a
be
trivia
very
round of
mad at
the
you.
other guys.
We would
Well, the
agree.
first
I did
answer
a
would be
trivia
the
round on
Calgary
the number
Flames.
2.
Canadian second one, unfortunately, is named Matt Splat.
Ew.
That's the splat.
He had a short career.
Very- That's why we don't remember him
It was
well.
very
Okay.
thin.
The ending was kind of messy.
Oh, just a bit. Okay, here we go with
It
our
was
share
all over the
screen.
place.
Oh, you guys. All right. So Iowa imbeciles opt for wicked autocrat. What do you get?
8.
That's a nice number there. May all Trump's lawyers be Elena Haba.
Another 7.
Haba.
Elena Haba.
Haba.
We've got a tie on
Okay, we don't need a name. We have complete and total immunity.
6.
Going for Adrian, right? Smart move. Do llamas need to be de-iced before they poop?
Looks
So
like a
what was-
9.
Yeah, I think 9.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
God.
Probably
we
not
like
getting
a 9
Adrian.
is Forky.
6, 7, 8, and 9.
Trump can recognize animal shapes on a test, but not the predator in the mirror. God, that's really like philosophy.
8.
Ooh,
We're in English.
ooh.
We
got
have 2
Rivalry going
ties.
on here.
2
We're
ties.
a tie for not getting Adrian.
All right, so get back in front of your cameras, folks. Put your lipsticks on.
Oh,
Up those-
so
Clean
fabulous.
up your eyebrows and your
Oh,
your
look at the
hair.
llama.
Yep.
Oh,
we
it's a
go.
real one too. Look at him he's
Oh,
pooping. What is the expression they make when they poop? So they go, oh, that's
How's your baby llama doing that you just had born?
It's what, about a month old now? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
growing.
According to Lee,
Yeah,
he
it's
was
gonna be,
born for 4
Is it very
months.
llama-like?
He's really neat. He's all silver. So he's gonna be called, his name is Razzle Dazzle. So hopefully I'll live up to the name.
All right, I'm about to take a picture. Put your llama back in there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you'd already done it.
Carl's
No, I had
down
taken-
under.
Okay, ready? Everybody look at the camera. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, looks like we got it. No, I always give a little
So
time.
what happened to you, Carl?
Oh my God, Carl,
Just
he's
moved
upside down. He's never looked better. He was upside down in that picture.
Carl was visiting Australia.
I flipped my
Yes.
lip.
I can't wait to see the moon upside down because I
God, that
understand that
drove
the
me
bunny
crazy.
points down there.
Oh, that should be interesting.
You know,
bunny
I got
points up.
when I went to New Zealand, I got the book, like 100 Things to See in the Southern Sky.
Yeah.
It was cloudy the entire time.
I'm sure
I
it
never
will be
see the
on.
night. I never saw the night
Except
sky the
one
whole time I
night.
was there.
Oh, no.
I
One
don't. I
night
don't
we were
expect
out
to see it in
kayaking.
Antarctica.
Yeah. If I have
And our kayak leader said, "Oh, there's this constellation, this, and things you couldn't see in the like Orion's belt. It wasn't Orion's belt, and it was something you could see." And I realized he didn't know what he was talking about, and that was, and then it clouded over, and
Yeah.
so
I guess one of the neat things to see in the southern sky is the shapes made by the dark patches in the Milky Way. That they're kind of hard. They're fairly far south, so that they're hard to see from, say, Canada.
Okay. All right, you guys, 5 minutes.
I've seen the Southern Cross in Peru.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, good night.
Good night.
Bye, Jim. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Okay. So I have been volunteered. So voluntold. I guess.
Voluntold.
Yeah.
Voluntold.
Yeah.
You'll be great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I did one, and now I've done like 6.
Yes. Okay.
So
Bye then.
We're still
It's
waiting for
addictive.
Keanu Part 2.
I'm telling you, I got so hyped up when I thought number 9 was going to be a Keanu answer. It was like he just made my whole day. And then
I got to do like characters in movies that Keanu was in, but not the Keanu character,
not the star.
not the star.
So, Kat, I missed
There's
that.
lots.
Which one did you think was Keanu?
Number 9, Duke Kaboom.
Oh,
He was in the movie though. He was a new character.
He was a new character in the movie. He was the best new character ever.
How did he take such a minor role though? Wasn't
So
even
who won
advertised as a main.
who won the Adrian draw?
Hello, Adrian.
It's still up for grabs.
Adrian went with the
Tied.
Trump, the autocrat.
Yeah, I think that's right. She the
Oh,
Iowa.
is she with us? Team 5?
Whoever had that.
The lowest score.
Well, I think we're tied.
No, the lowest score is
There's somebody at 13.
the total immunity team has 13.
Oh, that's not me.
All by themselves.
Sorry, Adrian. We'll never be on the same team again. They said we couldn't.
Oh no. Are we in too much trouble?
Yeah, they said we giggle too much and we have too much fun. And that's not what this is about.
Plus, neither of you know how to pronounce herb.
Oh.
Like I said, it's 11 herbs and spices when you're talking KFC. Otherwise, it's herbs.
Herbs are people.
Herbs
They're
are
people
plants.
too. Herbs are people too.
Herbs are people.
Richard actually said the word in maybe it was 2 weeks ago on the Zone, and then just added, and of course they pronounce it this way in the United States, so he actually recognized that.
Oh yeah, I recognize it too. I just ignore it.
You missed the first round, which was Spelling Bee, and I actually had a UK word in there just for you, Canucks and
With an RE or an OU?
Both.
I think
Both.
I think it had both.
Both.
I think it
It
had
had an
both.
extra, it had an extra O.
Oh, maneuver.
Yeah, it had an extra O and the R and E were reversed.
Nice.
He called us Canucks. He doesn't know how to say Canuck.
Do you guys
No,
know
that's
that
a
the
purpose. It's a portmanteau of
Canuck.
kooks. And
The Canuck is Canuck is a portmanteau of Canuck and kook.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
getting back to herbs and herbs, you guys know the fun trivia fact about KFC, right?
That's not really 11 herbs and spices.
Their Twitter account, they follow only 11 people, and
Yes.
it's the 5 Spice Girls and 6 guys named Herb
Oh.
for the 11 herbs and spices.
Oh.
I think that's pretty good of them. That's funny.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah,
That's good marketing right there.
it is. It's awesome.
I gotta go feed my cat.
Yeah, I think I gotta go kick a stray out. I don't know. I feel bad, but
it's
Is that the one that bit you? You had to go on antibiotics for?
yeah, it's the one that bit me.
You don't put them outdoors, do you?
Yeah, but I have insulated shelters, so under my deck, so they have safe spaces. There's a pregnant skunk in one. There's at least 3 cats in some of the other ones.
Wow.
So
Well,
can
I
I
guess they
ask
keep
you,
each
Zoo out back.
They can keep each other
How is-
warm, I guess.
how's your hand? Kat,
Yeah,
how's
I
your
was just
hand?
gonna ask, how's your hand doing?
It's getting better. It's you know,
Is it still
Oh, yeah.
swollen?
it's a
Little
little
bit.
swollen, and this bite is not bad. These bites are great. You can barely see these bites, but
Oh
this
my
one is not so good still. But
Yeah, it looks
It-
a little
you-
puffy.
I was on antibiotics for 5 days.
Oh, good. You went to the doctor?
Hell no. I made
No?
phone calls. This is Canada. I'm like, look, some pharmacist is going to give me these drugs without making me go to an ER. It was like, look, I got bit by a feral cat. I'm up to date on my tetanus. We don't have to worry about rabies. Just give me antibiotics. And they did.
Just rub some tussin on it.
Or Windex.
Yeah, or spray some Windex on it.
Right? It was
Windex.
bad.
Or if it was my grandmother, Vicks. Vicks cures everything.
Oh yeah,
Vicks-
Vicks
oh,
Vapor,
yeah.
yeah.
My grandfather was turpentine.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I
My
got
dad
stung by a
was
wasp. He put
iodine.
turpentine on it. Not good.
Isn't it a little early to decide that you don't have rabies?
Not really, because rabies isn't big, right? Like in this
And
part
you've
of
got
Canada.
and the cat's in your house.
Well, yeah, the cat's been in my house off and on for the last 3 months. So
Yeah.
And,
I
and
know.
you're not drooling.
it's fine.
So
Well, I mean,
thank-
when we were talking Keanu Reeves, yeah, it was totally drooling, but I don't think that frothing of the mouth and drooling. was
Yeah, it's not
related.
drooling, it's frothing that you need to worry
Frothing.
about.
frothing. Oh, frothing. Okay.
So
I
what's
think I'm
going
good.
on? Are we what are we between? Are we at break now already?
Yeah, we're
Yes,
at break.
we're at break.
We're waiting
No,
for Kat
you
to
came
wipe
in
the froth off
and
her mouth.
interfered with everything.
It's not my fault.
Terrible.
All your fault.
So I
If-
have a whole bunch of photos that I took at the Skeptic Camp. And I think my favorite are all the ones I took of Leonard. And I was thinking of posting a whole bunch on Facebook that said the many faces of Leonard.
Do it, because I like the pictures you
Leonard.
posted of them already with the birds.
Oh,
You
they're
should
great.
animate them.
Yeah.
There is. I gave
Flip
a
book.
talk. I gave a talk several years ago at CFI Los Angeles, and the guy took a bunch of pictures, and just all sorts of facial expressions. A couple of which my wife said, "I've never seen that one."
Kyle looks like he's freezing. Did you just go out for a smoke or something?
Kyle.
No, I had to run some stuff downstairs. I'm in Chicago. It's very cold here.
Oh, you're in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Chicago's cold, but
What are you doing in Chicago, Kyle?
Didn't like the weather in LA.
I can understand.
He's having a birthday with Kramer.
Yeah, he's celebrating somebody's birthday.
Somebody's very unbirthday.
And the birds? Who has the birds?
Linda's looking after them in LA.
Good. How's your finger? Do birds carry rabies?
So far so good. Pretty
Birds
much
do
healed.
not carry rabies.
There's like a little you can tell something's wrong. Like there's like a pad on my finger to my touch, but other than that, fully functional again.
It hasn't impeded with your typing.
No, that's redundant. It's just the space bar with these two guys,
So what we've learned is cat bites are a lot
Do you
worse
do
than bird bites.
everything on the phone? You don't like code on a keyboard?
No, I meant on a keyboard. I just use the thumbs for the space bar. I could lose one. It's like a kidney.
I'm not
Oh,
sure I'm
gosh.
following this conversation, but maybe
It's
that's
like
the
a
best.
kidney. That's great.
Good, Vincent.
Oh, speaking of Vincent, I guess he didn't show up tonight.
He did.
Yeah, I did.
He
For a
dropped
minute.
in briefly.
He dropped in to explain his impending absence.
Poor
Told
guy.
you about the car accident. Oh, this poor guy. Just like,
And he
I
knew
will,
it
I
was
will
his
be
fault.
impendingly absent for 4 weeks in a row.
And we will.
4
Yeah,
freaking
but for a
weeks.
much better reason
Yeah.
than
Better
than
be
a traffic
posting
accident.
pictures. I'm telling you.
I'm hoping to do photos as I go because I think we will have Wi-Fi on the ship. I think we have to pay for it, but yeah, whatever.
Have you gone to Patagonia?
I have never been south of Peru.
And how is bird? Do you have any idea how birding in Patagonia is?
Oh yeah, I've got I've been studying my Birds of Argentina book. And yeah, we're I hope I make it on all my flights. My flights are kind of tight. Monterey, Dallas, Miami, Buenos Aires. Fingers crossed, weather and everything.
Hmm.
Just
And flights
fingers
being on
crossed,
time.
y'all.
But if I get there on time,
Only
I'll have
two.
2 full days of birding in Buenos Aires area.
Oh, man.
Then fly down to Ushuaia and have another 2 full days of birding in Ushuaia before the boat takes off.
Man,
we
Robin,
did that. Yeah.
what a time of your life you're going to have there.
Wonderful.
Jamie did that. Be careful.
Tell me what you did. Tell me about your trip, Jamie. I want to hear
No,
Jamie's trip.
No, Argentina was beautiful. We went there. Exactly. We went birding in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, and it was fantastic.
And then there
We
was
saw
a
birds.
disaster.
No,
Is
it was
that,
beautiful.
is that right before they had the coup d'etat?
It's the
After.
Falkland Island War.
Beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. No, Argentina is beautiful. But the steak, we went to a steak ranch, a beef ranch, and we had like steak outside on a barbecue. The steak doesn't taste in Argentina anything like in the US. Totally, it's not as good. And we tried the steak; it just tasted rancid. It just didn't taste right. And every place we went to in Argentina, it tastes the same. And it's what they feed the cows. The flavor is not like in the US. You get used to it, but surprisingly, Argentinian steak in Argentina doesn't taste like American beef at all.
More
Huh.
gamey
Yeah.
or something?
Mexico,
Uh,
I found that it was the same way when I was there when I was younger. It may have
maybe it's
changed,
naturally
but
fed.
yeah,
But
yeah, they just eat whatever. But we do corn and silage and all that kind of stuff up here, and bunch of
yeah, the flavors is totally different. I actually I prefer the American beef by far. I couldn't get used to the flavor in Argentina,
Yeah.
but it's a beautiful country. The chocolate there is excellent.
That's the most
It's a
important
lot of-
thing.
Beautiful.
yeah. You
Beautiful
don't
country.
need you don't need anything else really.
It
No.
feels so weird to be going in that direction because I've traveled a lot in my life, but I've mostly gone back and forth, you know, Europe.
Yeah.
Not south. Not
Yeah.
this far
No,
south.
Argentina is great. We wanted to see before we came to Thailand. We wanted to see as much of the Americas as possible. Yeah, so we spent a few months traveling all around South America and Central America.
Oh, nice.
So it's but Chile and Argentina, really you'll love it. The people are wonderful. The the food, the restaurants. It's a wonderful country.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Well, I'm looking forward to your pictures.
Mhm.
All right, so let's gather back. Let's be gathered. What do we got? Let's see. I'm sure nothing's happened in the world at all. So we had Skeptic Camp here in Monterey County. It was a flippin' blast. I had so much fun. Everybody was so great and helpful. The talks, every single one of them was excellent. Even our technical issues we had were nobody cared. You know, people hung around even after, you know, they were there. Oh, Adrian's here. Hi, Adrian. I didn't. Somebody must have let you in because I didn't.
Recognize the giggle, huh?
Yeah, just right now. So we people hung around even after everything was over, and then people continue hanging around. It was so much fun. We had a great time. I'm really trying to do, and of course, you know, my personality. I'm trying to force more skeptic camps because I think that we really need to have these happen. And they're not as much, they're not as hard to put on as you think. This one I put together, once I decided the date and the location, it took just a few weeks. And I mostly did it kind of by myself, and everybody else just came together. You know, Deborah and Kathy, I could not do what they do. They had all the food. I didn't even think about it. They had coffee pots, and then Paula shows up with all these rolls and flowers, and it was so wonderful. And you know, and then on the day of, there's people who show up to set up for me, help me set up, and then when we're done, they help me take it all down. So it just always just comes together. All you really need to start off with is a date and a place, and then people start volunteering for things, and you know, somebody's running the camera, somebody's helping mic people up. Everything just falls together. It's really not that hard, unless you're the type that wants to overthink everything, which is not me. So I'm hoping to do 3 more this year in the United States. And my eye is on Oregon. Where is Jane, by the way?
Where's where?
Jane.
Jane.
Oh,
Or Jane.
I don't know.
Usually in Eugene.
They may not have electricity.
Ah, that might be it, because she didn't message me or anything. So anyway,
said
so
smoke
my
signals.
eye is on Oregon and LA, and St. Louis maybe, or Western New York.
Coming back, Kyle.
Where are you going to find any skeptics in St. Louis?
Yeah, really.
And Melanie's going to be
skeptical
there
that you can find
Tuesday,
any.
so that should be a blast. So, you know, maybe Skeptical will happen. Maybe it won't. Maybe we'll do something in the Sacramento Lodi area. I mean, it's I don't see why we can't do it. It doesn't have to, the skeptic camps can be very small. 10 people show up. I mean, that could be a skeptic camp. It could be hundreds of people show up. There's no rules, and you make them up. You can do what you please, and if you just start, you never know. And I got to turn off this heat because it's blasting.
I'm trying to remember
Kyle,
how
why don't
many
you go
people
next?
there were at your first skeptic camp.
We were having it at the Peace Corps. Deborah, can you remember? 30?
I think that, well, the room holds, I think, a maximum of around 50. And it was
I think there were 51 people.
in one of them. Yeah. I remember which one, but yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one wasn't that, that many people. But yeah, it got pretty crowded.
The Peace Corps one,
Yeah.
that was intense, but it was we did it twice. But yeah,
Yeah, we
did
went there
probably
twice.
7
And
or
then
8
we
of
did
these
the
now.
we did the law center one time.
That was fun until we didn't realize we had Ben Bradford coming for that. We paid to have him come over. That was
It was
fun.
raining a lot. It was kind of hard for people to get over there. But
Yeah, so this one was less people,
Nice
but it was
space, though.
more intensity, I think. It was
I
coming.
thought especially there was a really, really well engaged audience and
Mhm.
people were really following the talks and, enjoying what was going on. And yeah.
And they lingered.
Kyle
which
gave a
makes you
great
know.
talk as
Oh, yeah.
always.
They lingered and that made you really understand that they really wanted to be there and they enjoyed the community of it too. So it was terrific.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have videos. I'm going to put a link right here to the videos. Not everything I have a video for, and I don't know if I'll have a video for everything because we didn't film it as well as I'd like to, but this is what I got, and here they are. I don't have Tourette syndrome workshop, the last one that Adrian did, because she was all over the place, and people were, looking at surveys and
Quiz.
stuff. Yeah, so
Yeah.
It was a workshop, not a.
Yeah, it was a
Mark was-
workshop. Yeah. It
Mark was
wasn't a
all over the
talk. It
place
was a
too.
workshop.
I don't think he wants all
Yeah.
his effects, his things revealed. And so there are photos though of all
Yeah, I
these
got quite a
areas.
few photos. I tried to make sure. I don't think there were any secrets given away in the photos, so hopefully
Yeah,
I've
I
got a whole
think
bunch
we're
more.
okay. Oh no, Mark's things, there was no, yeah, you're fine. But we had if you want to see Adrian's Tourette workshop, hopefully she'll put up a link somewhere because that was phenomenal. I think everybody who
A
left
link
there is
for
an expert on the Winchester Mystery House. Oh my God.
I have a question for you. Having been on that tour many years ago and hearing all of that stuff that at that time I believed, when you went on that tour, did you correct them?
No.
No.
Not until the very end. And
Morgan.
yeah, one of the other guys who attended, he said, he told, as we were leaving on the second tour, he told one of the women that I asked at the very end, I said, oh, it's really interesting because what you were talking about wasn't what's on the Wikipedia page, which seemed to be more about her name is Sally, not, and this and that. And the woman says, oh, well, I didn't know her that well. So I didn't want to call her Sally. I mean, I don't know her. So I'm going to call her Sarah.
I was not her friend.
I was
Yeah.
not her friend. And we're thinking, yeah, but you're calling her Sarah and not Mrs. Winchester. But anyway.
Yeah, on our tour, we had a male this time, and he did say allegedly, or he did say, well, as the legend goes, so it wasn't like the last time I went in March where they were saying this is the absolute truth. And my friend Jolene actually thanked him at the end, saying, thank you for saying, alleged or legend has it, instead of stating that as fact. And she said, in fact, I just went to a skeptic camp and
she did.
Yeah, she told him the story that, so yeah.
Really? She told him. And what happened?
No, he said, yeah, he had only been working there, I guess, a few months or several months. And he said, he had changed, from the beginning where they were saying it pretty much as fact. And he had slowly added things like
he did it
has it, or stories. So I thought that was a positive thing.
Yeah, that's interesting. We had said to the because what I asked the woman is I said, do they hand you a script or do you do your own research? And she said they give you a script to start with and then you can adapt it based on what you learn or what other people say. And then that's when I said about the Wikipedia page. And I said, she said, oh, well, yeah, we've gotten rid of a lot of the legendy part and put more of the history in there. And then I said, and then I left, and then Morgan and a couple of people were still there, and they said, oh, by the way, the woman who wrote that Wikipedia page was on this tour. And he said, the woman said, Oh, good. Hopefully she'll fill it with the facts that she learned from this tour or something. We're like,
Oh.
about it.
Sure.
Yeah, well sourced facts. Oh, and one of my favorite things I think was that in the first tour that we went on, the seance tour,
That's the
fellow
paranormal tour.
the paranormal tour, which was very disappointing, in that I thought he was quite delightful, but there was no paranormal. It was just lame. Anyway, my highlight was Susan kicking the table during the seance to make it move.
We all stand around the table. Carolyn, did you go to the paranormal one?
I didn't go to the paranormal
Okay,
one.
yeah,
no.
they have it's the lamest thing. It's a room with like
dumb.
It's like Disney or something would do it, and it has this round table, and you don't even get to sit.
It was worse. Disney would do a way better job.
Yeah.
Way better job.
And we put our hands on the table, and then they push a button, and some voice goes, "Ooh, we're
They go,
having a
close your
seance."
eyes and invite the spirit into your soul, and take
And I
some
did.
deep breaths. It was really late.
Well, and then the
then
actual tour was rushed. I mean,
it was very
for
rushed.
us, we felt like we were just being,
Herded through,
in
yeah.
other buildings, historical buildings I've been to, you can at least kind of look at things, take pictures, and read the
Ours was
plaques,
rushed
and it
too.
was just like keep on moving. So
Yeah, we had to hurry too. But then
Yeah.
this is like the fourth
We
time
did
did that.
learn. We did learn one new thing on the paranormal tour. We learned that residual ghost of life people can stay around in the areas they used to be in. That was one new thing we learned.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. And living people.
Residual spirits, yeah, of live people.
It was amazing. So you guys might have to wait till we come out with but you can listen to the video that I put up on my channel.
that was fun.
It was a talk after Kat was talking about that, Adrian. And I want to do more of those. That was so much fun, but we didn't plan it. I mean, I didn't have
No,
the
it was
campaign
so
right. And
fun. It
just
was so
sitting and
fun.
talking about what had happened.
And
was a
my
blast.
recording of it sucks. It's awful. You can hardly hear anybody, and it's all terrible. So what I did is I took your video, Susan, and took the transcript and made a little bit for Richard. So it's basically me speaking and quoting Karen and Jane, I think.
And Cindy was there.
Yeah, Cindy was there, but
And
I
Robin was floating in and
one of
out.
the things that she said, I just did the first little bit. I didn't do towards the end with everybody else. What Cindy said is, I remember asking, so does anyone else have anything to add? And Cindy said, I was too busy taking photos. And she was. It was good.
Great photos.
It was
So,
great.
Adrian,
Yeah.
you don't want to set up like a group Zoom where you can re-record it all and have everybody like email them their scripts.
I thought about it. I thought about it, but I thought, you know what? We're getting to the end of the week. No, I'm doing it myself.
Yeah, it was
Richard
a
good.
blast talking. We had
So I hope I do
tremendous fun.
Karen and Jane. I do mention Cindy. I hope I do them justice. I mentioned you, Susan, a little bit because I mentioned the thing about you kicking the
You
table.
were in my
That was
house.
highlight.
That's
I
all
did mention that I was in your house. I
don't
yeah.
need to be mentioned. I'm fine.
So yeah, my recording and I should know. Oh, I don't know better. I'm still learning. He says you can't just put a little mic like that in the middle of a table. It's not going to work, Adrian. Like, okay.
Yeah. So this will be out on Skeptic Zone.
Yeah, the Skeptic Zone. Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm going to be doing the newsletter. There's 4 weeks without a newsletter. I couldn't believe it. I'm going through newsletter withdrawal, I'll tell you. So we got a new newsletter coming this week, and I'm assuming I never know if he might have a full show this week, so it might just be the newsletter, but I'm guessing that it's going to have the Winchester stuff on it as well. He really liked what he could hear. He was really impressed with what everybody was saying, and he really wanted to try and capture it. So we sort of worked together on coming up with a script, and hopefully you guys like it. I mean, I'd like a full hour and a half. I could speak on this topic for 3 hours. Forget 15
easily
minutes.
I could too. And I didn't write the page, but boy, is it interesting. Okay, so moving on, because we have to eventually move on. Terrific, absolutely. So the playlist of the videos is out. It only has most of the videos, not all of them. And no, I am not a professional videographer or anything of the sort. So get over it if you don't like something on the video. It's what it is. And I put that in the show. I put it right here in the chat, the playlist. And I will come up with an article or 2 or 3 we'll have on Skeptic Camp. I definitely want to help people put on Skeptic Camp. So let's get this done. Kyle,
And
what do you got?
invite me.
Mhm.
Hint,
Oh, yeah.
hint. I had such a blast.
Kyle?
Well, this week on Data Skeptic, I've been running a little behind, so I just called in two buddies and we talked about what happened in AI the last week, and we called it the AI Roundtable. So
Did you
that's
talk
this
about-
week on Data Skeptic.
Did you talk about your coming to our conference?
Coming to I'm sorry I did not. It slipped my mind, but now that the video is out, I'll promote it.
Okay, it'd be fun. That'd be really great. Make sure you
I
watch
thought
it, make
both-
sure it's right.
I
Yeah.
really liked how Kyle's and Leonard's talk really complemented each other. I thought
Yeah.
that was really cool.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier how much actually some of the things Leonard said in his talk really resonated with me weeks after. Well, not weeks, because it's only been 2 weeks, but a week or so after. I still
Weeks
think it
plural.
was a simplified way of talking about some of the stuff I do with the grief vampires. I do have an article out. I think I mentioned it before. I can't be sure. This is the trip to New Zealand that's out. I still have not written the one yet for Australia. I've got to get to it. We had a crazy trip back from the mentalism conference I went to, which is 100% bizarre magic, which was surreal.
Fun.
And this article is out, and I'm sorry Jane's not here because she really wanted to see this when it came out. I haven't got hardly any feedback on this yet. I'm really looking for feedback on Facebook or on my YouTube video. It's mediumship. I still have a lot to learn. This is really a thought-provoking thing that I wrote. It's after years of spending all my time in the mentalism, in the mediumship world. I feel like I'm starting to understand what's going on, and it's odd that it's taken me this long, but then I'm not a fast learner. So I put a link in there.
Susan, where do you want to go? Like, do you want to delve into the psychology delve more into the psychology of the people who get the readings? Do you want to say more about how they can be, how you can get them out of the rabbit hole of believing in that spirits of the departed can be contacted?
I'm not exactly sure, Cindy. I think I'm at a point now. I think I got it. I don't know if I could write a book yet, but I think I'm understanding well enough now. And I think now that I understand why there's so many different opinions about mediumship, I think I'm getting it. And I think this article sums it up. And I hope you guys find it interesting. I'm at a point now I want to put these people out of business, I think. So on Facebook today, I put Skeptical Inquirer posted a link to this article, and there was somebody on the Facebook post, and this is under Skeptical Inquirer, that was quite negative, and not justly. It was weird, and I started responding to the person, and he blocked me, and he deleted his comments, and then I had screenshotted all the comments. I reposted them, and then he's trying to and then
Where was this?
Facebook, Skeptical Inquirer. Carolyn saw it. And so there's a Skeptical Inquirer posted my article, and this guy trolled me, and then we had a conversation. He deleted the conversation because it wasn't going well for him. But I had screenshot the conversation, so I reposted the screenshots on the thread, and then he ended up making some more comments. He still didn't look good, and then he blocked me, and other people were coming to my defense, and they got blocked. Anyway, I will talk about that if you stay after this, because I have some more information that came through, because people were contacting me
And
privately.
check your message, because I saw the message that you sent me, but check what I told you, that who he writes for.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know
Uh-huh.
that. Yeah, it's been about 5 years, apparently, because that's what somebody told me. But anyway, I will talk about that off camera after this if you guys stay. Anyway, very good, Carolyn. Thank you. So Rob, do you have anything?
Got a bunch of things coming up. Melanie Tresick King will be our guest on Recovering from Religion this Monday at 8 o'clock. Actually, I put the information in the chat. And she's going to be talking about an expanded version, sort of what she talked about at SciCon, but maybe slightly different. Why facts don't change our minds is the thrust of it. She's going to talk about the having how to have productive conversations over important topics, requiring how our minds work and not just knowledge. Let's see, for people who did not make Ross Blocker's meeting a couple of months ago, that has now been posted. I just put the link in from my Facebook post about it. He had an interesting photo shot exhibit. He took 2,000 pictures while he was in the Ark encounter and trimmed it down
2,000
for us.
photos. Oh my God.
Easy to do.
He didn't show 2,000 photos. That was the beginning of his studies.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, he just went he went crazy. So the ones he showed us were amazing. And let's see, I'd like to say that coming up in 2 weeks is someone you guys might know. Mark Edwards is going to be talking for Recovering from Religion. And a month after that, I'm going to have J.D. Sword.
Oh, that'll
And
be
then we're going to have Ross Blocker back on April Fool's Day. The name of the episode is April Fools, Ross and Carrie Infiltrate Scientology.
But it's not April Fool's because they did.
I know they did. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have anything out that I should know about? Wendy's talk is up on that romance scams is out. Kyle's talk is on video. Leonard's talk is on video, and Adrian's talk on Winchester Mystery House is out, and my talk's out. I think that's it, right?
Can I share a screen quickly?
Sure.
Someone sent me this and it made me laugh, so maybe it'll make you laugh too. She said it's a hard choice. Playing Scrabble.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh my
Very sad.
God. Oh my God. Okay, sounds great. Okay, so we're ready to start back. I think, Rob, we have Adrian is here now. And unfortunately, there is a person who I think they were competing for you at some point, Adrian, who would be the one who would get your team, who would be on your team. And I'm officially adding you to team 2. And the name is, we don't need a name. We have complete and total immunity. So that's the team you're on. And you're only down by 1 point, 13. Here, let me show you guys, everybody, the screen really quick. It's been a while. So let's see. Here's the scores. 18, 18, 14, 14, and 13. So Adrian is now on. We don't need a name. We have complete and total immunity. Which is probably fine because I think we'll lose Carolyn. And right? Don't we usually lose you about now? And so we'll replace her with Adrian. All right, Robert.
Okay, round 3 is going to be totally different. I am going to show you some pictures just quickly now because I'm going to give you the file link so you can look at them at length in your breakout rooms. It is presidential portraits. Name the U.S. president as portrayed in their official portrait.
Ooh, ooh.
Well, I'm going to be really helpful on that one.
Ah, you'll be fine. Yeah, I know these people. I wasn't around for them either, so you might as well be.
If it's Lincoln, maybe.
We should have them in the Mueller photographs, the double exposures where they showed the Mueller.
Exactly.
All right, so let me show them here for the people watching at home. Let me share my.
We're all at home. Well, except Kyle.
Except Kyle.
Except Kyle? What?
He's not
Chicago.
home.
Share screen. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Okay. I think this is right. And let me get it into the correct mode here, which is
correct mood. We have a mood.
Or blocking. Okay.
Oh! Well done, Rob. Well done.
All right. Number 1.
Who the dude?
Number 2. And I'm going fast because you're going to get this presentation to look at length. Number 3.
Oh, these are great. Look at these.
They're beautiful.
Number 4. Number 5. Looks a little like
That's
Mark.
John Lithgow right there.
Like Mark. Number 6.
Leonard.
Yes.
7.
President Leonard.
8.
Oh,
Familiar.
And 10.
okay. Oh boy, I might be of help. This
All right,
I
so let me
might
put
be okay.
the file link in, and you guys, somebody has to make sure it works. Let's see.
This is another good category nobody's thought of doing.
Portraits
This
are
is good.
beautiful.
Yeah, those are rich colors.
I like the visual category. It's good.
Okay, make sure that works.
Yes, it works.
Okay.
Well, it
Then
works in Canada. Let me see if it works here in America. Yes, it works. Okay. Adrian's going on team 2. All right. And then there were 2. Then there were 3. I think I might know some of these.
So we've lost one person. We've lost.
Yeah, Jem's gone and Mono's gone.
We've lost Mono.
We'll be all right. We can do this. Okay. Anybody want to venture a guess on the first one?
Well, it's definitely one of our early presidents.
Is it John Quincy Adams, the younger?
That's what I think. I think it's John Quincy Adams.
The second one, yeah.
Look at the outfit. It's very, very, very old.
Who's keeping track?
He looks a little like John Adams, but not enough like John Adams.
Who's writing them down?
I'll do it.
Okay, because I'm not.
The number 1, John Quincy.
Okay, number 2. Do you see his right hand is on a picture of Washington? Isn't that interesting?
I would think I thought 2 was John Quincy Adams, so maybe I'm wrong.
I thought number 2 was John Tyler, but I think that could be number 1 is these are confusing because number 1 is just the title page.
Oh, the slides? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But it has
I
a 1
thought-
underneath the picture.
I thought 1 was the first Adams and number 2 was John Quincy Adams.
Do you think?
Well, Quincy Adams had the sideburns, like as seen in number 2.
I think number 2 or number 3 are John Tyler. I don't know which one, but I know he had like a gaunt, skinny face, and
I would say 3, but I would bet money 2 is John Quincy Adams.
all right.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, then who would number 1 be?
The
Could
first
be
John Adams the first.
You think he's going to do these in order?
Okay.
It's like Rob
I mean,
did in order.
it's definitely one of the first 3 or 4 presidents because of the outfit, because of the clothing and the hair. So you think that's John Adams?
I think
John. Okay, John Adams, John Quincy Adams, John Tyler. 1, 2, 3. And then let's go to number 4.
So number 4, I think that's Millard Fillmore.
Okay.
That nose does kind of look like that. Yeah, it looks familiar.
And then who?
This is God, he looks so familiar to me. That's not Cleveland. Grover Cleveland, is it? Let me think. No.
Could be. I don't think so, though.
No,
Wasn't
that's
Grover.
not.
Who do you think it is? He's in profile like Carl is.
It looks like maybe
If
the
he's
mid.
looking me straight in the face,
1800s.
I'd maybe recognize him better.
Let me think. That That collar.
Who?
The number 5, the like the collar on the shirt he's wearing. What does that look like? A particular period?
I would say the mid 1800s. I don't think it's the 20th century. But I also don't think it's the early 19th century. I think it's the mid to late 19th century.
Let's skip for just a moment. Maybe it'll jar a memory. This
And
guy,
the reason I think it's the earlier part of the 19th century is because of the hair.
And what is he pointing
there's no
to?
facial hair and no mutton chops or anything like that.
What is he pointing to on there? It's a picture. Is that a picture of a drawing of Washington also? On number 4.
Number 4?
Isn't that a picture of Washington?
I don't think that's gonna be.
Well, that's the same thing in the same hand that is posted in picture in 2. Same drawing in the same hand, resting on the thing of Washington. So I think it says the Constitution on there, and there's a blue ribbon for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, I think that's interesting. Okay, so the guy who's got the oval, that's number 5, with a little cupey hair. That's probably the late 1900s, right? With that collar like that.
I think it's the early 1800s or the mid 1800s. Not the early 1800s, but before all the facial hair got.
Well, Lincoln was
1865-ish.
Yeah, so this guy,
I think it's
before Lincoln.
Pre-Lincoln.
So Lincoln took over from who? Every time we have a category in presidents, I say, I'm going to sit down and really think about this and read about the order of presidents. Who was it he took over? It was somebody who couldn't wait to get out of the mess. It's like, oh, it's all yours. I'm out of here. Who is it?
Calvin Coolidge is 20th century.
Yeah, he's later. I can't remember who Lincoln took over. So maybe that's who it is. Okay, now number 6, isn't that Ulysses S. Grant?
6? No, that's I think that's Garfield.
Yeah, it could be Garfield.
Okay.
Okay. Now 7 and 8 are both very large men. One of them is probably Taft.
8 is Taft, I think.
I can't not see him and think about him sitting in a bathtub.
Could number 7 be Grover Cleveland?
I think Grover Cleveland was a large man, but I don't know if that's him or not. Was there any other very large men like that? How about Hoover? No, that couldn't be Hoover. That's way too early.
I think 10 is Hoover.
So 7 would be before. This is again.
You don't think number 10 is Eisenhower, isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
I think 10 is Eisenhower.
I don't
Who
think
do you
that's
think
Eisenhower. It's a shitty painting of Eisenhower if it's Eisenhower.
Who do you think it is?
But look at the
Hoover.
Hoover?
That's what I think. So back up. So for number 5, you were thinking the guy before Lincoln?
Yeah.
My feeling is that number 5. My feeling is that this is somebody from the 1830s, around 1830s, 1840s.
Well, let's just pencil in Buchanan and come back to it.
Okay.
I thought Buchanan was a dark-haired guy.
I thought Buchanan was a big hairy guy. but who was the guy who died of the flu 6 weeks into his presidency?
William Henry Harrison?
Could be that.
I don't think
Or
that's
Mc-
Harrison. Didn't look
He
like
wouldn't have
Harrison.
had, he wouldn't have had
How
time to
about a-
sit for his portrait.
How about a William McKinley?
I don't know what he looks like.
No.
I don't know
Which
what
one
any of
are we
these
on
people look like. I'm guessing on all of these.
Well, okay, number 9 is that's an awesome painting, really. And you can these are just incredible photos. I mean images with the White House there in the corner.
Girls, what are you looking at?
I don't know who that is, but it sure seems like it's somebody we should know. Number 9 kind of looks like a butler.
Yeah.
10, you know, I want to say Eisenhower, but I don't think it's Eisenhower because I think I know what Eisenhower looks like, but it kind of looks like he's wearing a suit like Eisenhower would have, and he has that kind of hairstyle of Eisenhower, but I don't think it's Eisenhower.
I don't think it's Eisenhower either.
You think it's Hoover, huh?
I think that's Hoover.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
And
Because I know what Eisenhower looks like, and he's a tall man and he would wear a suit like that, but I just don't think it's him. 9 is
who?
Is that
I don't
like the
even-
1920s?
I don't even recognize 9. Like, if you showed me that and asked me true or false, this is a picture of a past president, I probably would get it wrong.
But what era would you say that is? Suit. 1920s? I mean 30s, because it's got the tie with the 10, it just looks
Which
like
one are you on?
9.
9.
Doesn't he kind of look like something from the 20s? So that would be, if it was the 20s, that would be.
I don't think he's. So the collar on the shirt looks very turn of the century.
Yeah.
Between 1890 and 1920.
Okay, so World War I was who?
Well, Woodrow Wilson was World War I. That's not Wilson.
Okay, so who was before Wilson?
Calvin Coolidge.
Could that be Calvin Coolidge?
I'm fine with putting that for lack of anything else.
Okay, and so number 7, we still don't know, right?
Well, didn't someone mention Cleveland as a possibility?
I think 7 could be Cleveland.
Let's just put Cleveland down.
8 is Taft.
Yeah.
And 10 we're putting for whom?
Herbert Hoover. HH.
Yeah, okay. So do we have something for everybody, Robin?
I need 4, 5, 6, and 7 to be written down.
4, I have Millard Fillmore. 5, I've got James Buchanan. 6, I've got Garfield. And 7, we just said Cleveland for 7.
Who do you have for 5 again?
Buchanan. The guy who preceded Lincoln.
Who was after Lincoln? Johnson?
Johnson. That's not Johnson.
Yeah, and Johnson was dark haired too.
After Lincoln was Ulysses S. Grant.
Well, Johnson succeeded after Lincoln was assassinated. The next guy elected was Grant.
Oh, okay.
That's not Grant. So the guy before Lincoln was Buchanan.
Buchanan.
I guess it could be him. I guess. All right, we got something for everything. Good job, you guys.
Well, we'll see if it's a good job.
This is a hard one. This is a really good category.
This is a challenging one.
Yeah, especially for Canadians.
Oh yeah.
Oh geez.
Jiminy Cricket.
Sorry.
Rob, where are you?
Yes.
You
Very
outdid
interesting
yourself.
one.
This was an excellent category.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, that
Some
was
teams, it was very interesting. I bounced around a lot, and some teams they would have bet their life savings that one of those pictures was a specific president, and they're wrong. So that's, I found this very
Well,
funny.
I feel bad for the
We weren't
Canadians.
positive about it in any of them.
I
Yeah, we
really
were-
feel bad for the Canadians, but it is,
Look
that
at
was
Jim.
I've got to spend some time with my presidents because,
Okay, here we go.
and
Yes.
these portraits, I tell you, they're beautiful. So much symbolism in them. Really incredible.
Next will be portraits of Canadian prime ministers.
I
The
will
second-
be sick that day.
Next week, study up.
I will definitely be sick that day.
Well, this is weird. Why is my control in the middle of the
I hope we don't
screen?
get zero.
Okay, here we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Number 1, John Adams, second president.
Oh,
Hey,
damn
I
it.
got it.
Oh my gosh.
Daily.
We screwed up
We
already.
No, we
decided
didn't.
it was Quincy because he didn't look right.
Lindsay.
And by the way,
We didn't
these
screw up,
these
Susan. That's
aren't.
what we ended up with.
Oh yeah, that's
These-
right. We did put that.
Oh, you got it. Okay, these are in
We
order.
went back and forth.
Oh, that's a problem.
Number 2.
This
Yep.
is his,
Sixth
yeah,
president.
we did it
that's-
right. We did it
Oh,
right.
that's Quincy.
The other John
Sideburns, baby,
Adams.
the sideburns.
It, you know what? It really
Uh,
messed us up at first because this guy's the son of the other one and he looks so much older than the other one.
Number 3. What do you guys think?
Fillmore?
Fillmore.
John Tyler.
Oh, that's
Oh my
fun, Tyler.
gosh.
Canoe and Tyler too.
Oh, that's him, yeah.
Shit, we're
Yeah.
striking out.
Anybody recognize? I would have
That
never
one's
thought this guy
Fillmore.
was the president. I
Fillmore.
never thought this guy
Yeah.
was-
Millard
Millard Fillmore.
Miller Millmore.
He looks so familiar.
Millard Millmore.
We had that.
This really took us. We don't know.
Harrison.
We think it's the guy right before. Oh, we did. Is that who
Oh,
we
we
did?
got
It
him.
is the guy
Oh,
right
that's
before Lincoln.
Oh,
The guy right
right.
before Lincoln, but wow, we were.
Look at all the
I don't know
names,
how-
but in the wrong order.
I don't know how
Yeah,
Kyle pulled
we
that
didn't,
out.
we didn't get that guy right.
I was looking at the wrong answer.
All right, I heard people
This is-
so sure that this was Ulysses S. Grant.
No, we
Oh.
picked.
I wasn't sure.
Jeez.
No, I didn't see that.
Leonard, it's Leonard Tremmel.
No, it is not.
We tried that already.
It's Leonard's evil twin.
Oh,
Evan,
Well, it's great grandfather.
Grover Cleveland.
Oh, we did it.
Oh,
Oh,
Cleveland,
no.
of course.
That's
This
right.
one, next one, we know.
Non-consecutive terms, and it hasn't been done too many times before.
And it
There's
better
another
not
person
happen
who's
again
trying
this
that.
year.
And we hope it won't happen again.
Well,
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Never.
Number
This is
8.
Taft.
Number 8 is William
Yeah.
Howard
Oh,
Taft.
that's
President bathtub.
Tab.
You can't
we
look
got
at him
that
and not think of a
fucked.
bathtub, can you? I can't.
Those glasses threw us.
The glasses.
Number 9.
Oh,
He's
this
holding
was
them.
really hard.
Harding.
Harding.
Oh,
Yeah.
Harding.
I think we got
That's right.
total 0.
We got a 1.
And number 10. So many people thought this was Dwight Eisenhower, and no, it was Herbert Hoover.
Wow.
We did it. We
Oh,
did it.
It's a man like
I am
Herbert
Did look
Hoover
wrong. Okay, we
again.
got nothing.
Yep, so I was right. I was thinking if that's Hoover, if that was Eisenhower, it was a shitty painting of Eisenhower.
Yeah.
That's,
so-
that's what someone said. They said, what's
We
wrong
thought it
with
was
the
a shitty
guy?
painting of Eisenhower.
This may be the first.
You know, that was really good.
We may
because
be a first, guys.
we
Yeah.
thought it might be-
Total stunk.
So there's Dwight
There
Eisenhower.
he is.
It's
See, he would've
Eisenhower.
And there's
worn a
Herbert
suit
That's
like that.
Eisenhower.
They look a lot alike.
Aha.
They're
Yeah.
the same guy.
Those old white guys.
The suit is very familiar.
Yeah.
I hate it
white
when
guy.
they have different presidents pose for other presidents' pictures.
Did you see all those,
Old non-bearded white guy. What the hell?
Did you see that Lincoln, I mean, that George Washington's picture was there and several of them, and they're pointing to it with their right hand? I thought that was really interesting. Drawing of Washington, and then they had the right hand on it. No?
Oh,
Didn't see it.
Yeah, it was on the first picture,
No,
and it was
everyone-
on like I don't know, Fillmore's or Buchanan's or something. It was really, really interesting the way they're posed. They're just beautiful, beautiful images. The photographers.
So
in the
answers
school
are in the
said,
chat.
Yes, I want more of this.
Yep.
Very well. Okay,
I
so
think
let's
they're
go.
hideous, misrepresentative pictures of people that I don't know.
Oh, they were gorgeous.
Oh my God.
Just beautiful.
So how do
Okay.
you really feel about them, Peggy?
I feel like we did bad. We did so bad.
Okay, so I gave
I've
you
never done this bad.
I gave you a Canadian. So let's see how you do.
Yeah.
I'm sure that
That
was
helped a
helpful.
lot, I'm sure.
We
I
don't
was
need
really
a
helpful.
name. We have complete.
I
and total
boosted the
immunity.
morale of the team. That's all I was able
Go
to do.
team, go team. Yay, yay, yay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
2.
Two.
Oh, I got 3.
Wow.
We got 3?
Oh, no, yeah, Taft, Fillmore, and Adams, the first one.
Okay.
So
I
I am
won't argue.
helpful. I am helpful.
You are.
You
Very
increased their score
helpful.
by 50%.
Can you give us more points too?
Okay.
Yes, please.
May all Trump's lawyers be Elena Haba.
We had 7 answers in the wrong order, so we got 0.
Oh, no.
0. We got 0.
We liked your style, so we did the same thing. We had a lot of the right names in the wrong order, so we also got a 0.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. And there's not, well, Kat's the Canadian, so you can excuse her, but look at all the
Wait.
Americans on those 2 teams. I'm
Well,
embarrassed.
leave it. The average score is a 1.
Yeah.
This is the new Punch and
Lighthouse.
Judy.
Wow. Okay.
Lighthouse
A lot more
Punch and
fun.
Judy.
Okay,
Yeah.
Trump can recognize animal shapes on a test, but not the predator in the mirror.
8.
What?
Wow.
Oh,
Thanks to Lee and thanks to Karen.
nicely
Wow.
done, guys.
Good
We like that
job,
score,
team.
so we'll do that too. 8.
All right.
Oh,
So we're going to do
nice.
the 8
Oh my
also.
God.
Ouch.
What?
Well, see,
Is that
we
what you
wanted to
said?
balance you guys out with your 8s. That's why we got 0s.
3.8.
Likes it when the average score is low.
Did we get 8? Really? I think it
think
was
if-
close.
You want to become a citizen of the United States, you took this test, we would be evicted from this country.
Yeah.
Yes.
No way. That
I
was
would be
that was
not-
hard.
I would not be a
It really
citizen
was.
anymore.
If you hear a knock on your door, do not answer it. Coming
They
for
had
us.
to reason those out with the clothing. in
Immigration.
some places. Very,
Adrian,
Yeah, they'll have a-
don't
they'll
you
have a
think
no
that
knock
fifth
warrant.
guy looked like Brian Mulrooney?
Oh yeah, I never thought of that.
So
No, I had a cousin that called him Lion Brian.
Yeah,
I got a text
Canadians
from
call them that too.
Well, he
Yeah,
was
a lot of
Canadian
Canadians did.
I got a
All right.
text from Jane and she's been out of electricity. She didn't have heat in the house. It was
Oh,
down
no.
to 52 to 59 degrees.
Woo.
She had limbs
That's cool.
coming down on her driveway and house, but no trees down. She has power back now, but she's totally worn out.
Tell her we
I
miss
can
her. And we were
imagine.
just talking
Blame
about
her.
her, so she should come
I-
and watch
that's-
the video.
That's why I texted. I mean, when I have friends who are single women living alone, a little worried sometimes if you expect to hear from them and you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just suddenly
You know, I
dawned on me
always
she's
she wasn't
okay.
here.
in.
Well, Jane,
So,
if you're
but
watching
she's
this,
okay.
we miss you being here. So get
Yes.
get out of there.
Wow.
Come back
She
and visit.
pried up ice to put in a cooler to keep her stuff cold, but
I think everybody should come to Skeptic Camp in January next year and stay long, because then you can just live out the winter here. Because this is really lucky. Just don't worry about your homes, because who knows what you're going to come home to. But this is nice and warm.
Yeah.
Oh, Gail, I told my team that there was no way to 0. Number 10 is definitely Eisenhower. We thought it was Eisenhower too, but if you look at it, the suit is kind of the same kind of suit he would have worn, that same, I don't know, had that look to it, but
He looks like a demon possessed or alien possessed Eisenhower, his eyes.
The hand was amazing in that portrait, though. And
All
hands
of-
are hard to do.
Yeah.
well, some people are very good at hands, I guess, and they're
They're awful
horrible
handy that
crafts.
way.
I don't
Let's
know.
give him a hand.
Give him a hand.
Oh, so by the way, I'm never going to do this category again. So here's the link to where I got those all in one place.
That
So
is
that's just what-
excellent. So
Okay.
Looks fun.
I might
Most-
find a way of
you know,
doing
I tried to stay away from the totally recognizable ones, obviously.
Well, you did a good job.
maybe you shouldn't have.
Well, some
Yeah.
teams got 8, so I got to tell you,
I know there
do
was
it
no
again.
bag of Cheetos, so like there was that one I couldn't guess.
Rob, you can do it again. In fact, do the exact same portraits
Yeah.
a month from now, and we
You
won't
won't
know.
learn anything.
You can do it
And
next
we
week,
might
and I
get the
think
same scores.
How about same thing next time Russian czars?
All right. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Canadian prime ministers.
yeah, the prime ministers, even the British prime ministers, I have difficulty with. All right. Yeah, I've been watching The Crown. There are one queen and so many prime ministers, one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's like amazing.
Sometimes they
Especially in the
come
last
back.
year.
The prime ministers
Just in the
will be
last
back.
year.
All right. So here we go. There are a new. So I have done this category twice before. It was Rob's leftovers and more of Rob's leftovers, and now we're going to do even more of Rob's leftovers. So these are questions from all different categories that I did, but didn't get to those specific questions. So,
oh, Zachary Taylor, dude. Wow. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm looking at you.
pay attention, Susan.
I know.
Number one.
I got caught up in the portraits.
Number one. Yeah, some of them are really Barack's. I forgot how unique his was because it was like just on a white background and interesting. All right, number one.
Hey, where's D. Snyder? We have no.
So all the white guys had a black background, and the black guys had a white
this?
background.
We don't have Ron or Alan here. Steiner.
Yeah, true.
Wow.
Steinerless.
How are we
Steinerless.
Steinerless?
Hey.
I think he's
it's
traveling or something.
All right, number one. This is from Space Travel, which I did in February of 21. In 1965, this American spacecraft performed the first successful flyby of Mars, returning the first close-up images of another planet. Name that spacecraft. Number two.
Bob.
Number two, from Extraterrestrials, from March of 21. This was the third of a series of systematic studies of unidentified flying objects conducted by the Air Force. It ran from 52 to 70 and followed Sign and Grudge. It had two goals: to determine if UFOs were a threat to national security and to scientifically analyze UFO-related data. Name it. Number three. From Sci-Fi Planets, done in June of 21. Which sci-fi franchise are these planets associated with? Bespin, Corellia, Jakku, and Mustafar. I'm sure Janine knows all of those. Number four is also from Sci-Fi Planets. From which sci-fi franchise are these planets associated? I'm not sure I'm going to pronounce these right. Arnesk, Jocassine, the Memorial Planet, Kujaga, and the Royal Cemetery Planet. Number five, from Accidental Inventions in January of 22. According to legend, one day a customer at Moon Lake Lodge Resort in 1853 repeatedly sent his food items back to the kitchen, complaining they were too thick and too soft. The cook's solution was to more thinly slice the items and fry them until brown. What did the resulting food item eventually become known as? 6. Also from Accidental Inventions. Charles was attempting to create weatherproof rubber when he accidentally dropped some regular rubber mixed with sulfur onto a hot stove and discovered the mixture unexpectedly maintained its structure despite the extreme heat. What is that item? Number 7. From TV Hangouts from June and July. I did it twice in last year. Name one of the two bars, you can name either or, associated with Grey's Anatomy. Number 8. Also from TV Hangouts from June and July. Name Homer Simpson's favorite bar. Number 9. This is from my interviews. I did this twice in November of a week apart in 23. I interviewed this person twice, once at SciCon 2019 for episode 576 of The Skeptic Zone, and then for my Skeptical Inquirer video series anticipating SciCon 2022. One topic covered in the 2022 interview was their viral connection to Jennifer Lawrence's character in the film Don't Look Up. They're a science writer and a microbiologist with a PhD in bacterial genetics. They brought crucial life-saving scientific information to millions during the COVID-19 pandemic through their articles, books, and media appearances. And they are founder and president of Questions of Science Institute. And finally, number 10. Also from my interviews. I interviewed this person at SciCon 2022 for episode 734 of the Skeptic Zone with the introduction that I just met somebody who may be familiar to Skeptic Zone listeners. This was their second SciCon, the first being 4 years earlier when they participated in a convincing illusion of the supernatural with Banachek on stage. They maintained that they were not Banachek's willing accomplice, although what transpired may cause those who were witnesses to be skeptical. And that's it. Any questions? There being none, go to your breakout rooms. Good luck.
All right. Well, the only one I don't know is number 7.
Oh,
Wow. Because I don't know any of them.
okay. Let's see. Number 1, let's think about it. We don't want to have it too easy.
In
Number 1 is
1965.
Mariner 4. Mariner 4.
All right.
If anybody knows anything,
1965, I have
wants to
no
shout the
idea.
answer out, you can shout it out for me, but I know number 2 without
Is
question.
that Project Blue Book?
Yes, it is.
It's excited that I know something. I know things sometimes.
Sort of the loose basis for a TV show called Project UFO, which was this
question.
Is this TV? No, I'll talk later. 3 is Star Wars.
Is that right?
Bespin is Cloud City. Corellia is where Han Solo was born, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, he named things that were like uncommon.
Anybody who knows Empire Strikes Back knows Bespin. Come on.
No, I don't remember any of these. Which number 4, same thing. I don't recognize them.
That's Farscape. Far fewer people will know.
Oh,
that.
I would never heard of that.
Don't know what that is, but if you say so.
Ben Browder, Claudia Black.
He's just a wealth of
joint U.S. Canadian production. Jim Henson, Creature Shop did most of the aliens.
Okay, so question 5. I'm taking a guess and saying it's spam.
Oh, that doesn't. Potato chip makes more sense.
Oh,
1853.
yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Slicing it thinner and thinner and thinner until you end up with a potato chip.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like that.
That's what I was
Potato
thinking.
chip.
That makes sense. Oh, James is here. Where did he go? I got to put him in his room.
Oh.
Which room is he supposed to be in?
Which James?
James. He's in room 2. If it's the
James,
James
not
I'm
Jim.
thinking of.
Well, there's James and Jim. Jim was on our team. James was on somebody else's.
No, this is James.
James.
Jim is
Okay.
is on his.
Jim is not
is
here.
Jim.
Right.
James must have just left for a second, just gotten out.
Okay, weatherproof rubber.
Is that silly putty?
6, I think that's vulcanized rubber.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what he's looking for.
Vulcanized. Yeah, 1922.
7, I don't have any idea. I never watched Grey's Anatomy.
I never seen it.
I never watched it either.
So it could be.
But let's not leave it blank. Let's put like O'Malley's or something.
Would it be an Irish name?
Isn't Grey's Anatomy in Chicago?
Could
I
it
don't
be
know.
the
I don't know what city
the
Grey's
owl in
Anatomy is in.
there? The green and the gray.
The square and compass.
Square and compass. That sounds good. No idea.
Okay, whatever.
Name
But I
Homer
would say that a TV bar is going to have some like an Irish name. O'Malley's.
Okay, I don't care.
O'Leary's.
You guys can put whatever you want. I've never seen the show.
O'Brien's.
And it is Chicago, so
Homer's-
maybe. Okay, so
Chicago
number
has a very
8.
large Irish
8 is
community.
Moe's Tavern.
Moe's, yeah.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure I know 9, and I know 10, no question.
Yeah, 10 is easy. I don't
Adrian
know
did step
9.
up her video when they said number 10, because anybody that watched her probably
9,
guessed
is that, it's not,
Natalie Pasternak.
oh.
Who?
Natalie Pasternak. I'm pretty sure.
You didn't meet her. She was not at this last SciCon, and was she at the one before that? Oh,
Yeah.
she was at this one. She's the person in charge of the Sunday papers.
Yeah.
She's that very rail thin, she's from Brazil. She wanted to be a ballerina. She stayed at my house. Her and her boyfriend stayed at my house.
Red hair.
They made chocolate for us. But she's very tiny, but she wanted to be a ballerina. And she got reamed in Brazil because she was on the news all the time about COVID. And boy, people hated her. We wrote a Wikipedia page, we wrote an organization. Yeah, Question of Science Institute. Darn, I can't believe I forgot that. Let's see if Robin knows.
What's
10.
her name again?
Natalia Pasternak.
Okay.
Do you know 10, Robin?
All right, let's see.
Yeah, that was
first.
That was funny. That was
I don't think Robin wasn't there at this SciCon.
I was at that SciCon. That was my first
2018?
SciCon.
No,
It says 2022.
Yeah, but she was.
the Banachek thing was that 2019?
No, we didn't go to 2019, or did we?
2019 was the last one.
Yeah, so this is 2019, and that was her second one.
No idea.
It's Adrian.
Yeah.
Adrian?
Adrian Hill.
He's always
Oh.
teasing her about, she got called up on stage, and he's always teasing her that she's a shill for Banachek. And that actually, in fact, this effect that Banachek did on Adrian was done at this mentalism conference we were at. And we actually, they know Banachek, and they were talking about him quite a bit. It was very interesting to have the overlap in the science, our skeptic community, plus these people in the mentalism community, how much overlap there is. They absolutely hate on the Ghostbusters and all the ghost places.
The ghost
But
hunter people.
it's really interesting seeing the blending of the two communities.
Yeah. I don't think I really knew Adrian when she was on stage yet. I hadn't really met her.
Who, Adrian?
Yeah, at that time when she was up with Banachek, I hadn't really met her yet.
Oh, she was around with the first.
Like everybody at the conference went to the Banachek show?
Yeah, it was a big. He performed at SciCon.
Yeah, he had a special performance at.
Yeah, he did a
SciCon.
performance at. She was sitting with her husband in the audience, wasn't she? Did Greg come the second time? The
Can't
first
remember.
time Adrian showed up, she was shy as hell, and she was part of the DSOW training, but she was like partway through. She was only part of the way. Her husband, her son, and her friend were there, and Adrian just stood off to the side of everything. She was really shy, and we're like trying to involve her in things, and she just kept staying to the side. It was really funny how shy she was, but she also had a really bad migraine. She said that she was really suffering, but then now look at her. She's the life of the party. It's been quite a change. It's great to see. She's a wonderful asset to our community, but it was funny to think of her. I have a picture of her, and we're all standing around my table with, the DSOW table. We're editing a page, and it's a video, and we're editing the page, and she's off to the side of all of us, like on her phone, because she was so shy. Everybody else is all there. Oh, you just posted on my page here. Oh man, that bird, unexpected visitor in Susan Gerbich's backyard. Robin Welsh commented on the stat. Oh, it's been 40 minutes. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Isn't that a beautiful photo? And we think it's a falcon.
When I first started birding in 1980, Cooper's hawks were extremely rare. They have it's a backyard bird feeders have made Cooper's hawks common.
Hmm.
Because they live by hanging out at bird feeders. So there's unintended consequences of everything we do to interfere with what nature is up to.
You know, I've never really noticed these before. I've never seen anything big like that. I think there was a pigeon that tried to land on my bird feeder once and it was too heavy.
I
But
guarantee
can't
you
remember
your
anything else.
Cooper's hawk is around. You just haven't seen him before.
Yeah. And that was right out of my bedroom's window. I came in and I looked out my bedroom window. I'm like, oh my God, look at that. It was on my grape pergola in the backyard. You know where that is. And Adrian, come in here. And she brought her big lens. I was trying to take pictures of my cell phone and they were okay. But man, her lens, the camera she has is like, oh, it's awful. I don't know how she does it. She gave it to me to take pictures at when she was giving a talk at the Skeptic Camp. It must weigh like 8 or 9 pounds.
Does she shoot full frame?
She
hard.
shoots
I don't
wide
have the
with this
stamina to
huge
do that
lens.
kind of
Oh, I can't even imagine it. It's
lugging.
but she's carrying it around in a case. Oh, it's
Yeah.
massive.
And bird people, like Leonard apparently is one of these people, you know, not so much on the binoculars, but he's got the camera. And that's
he has a much lighter camera than Adrian has.
He sure does. Adrian's
he has a camera with a 1-inch sensor, which gives him tremendous reach with very lightweight.
Well, Adrian's is massive.
No.
I can't even, I was trying to take pictures in this. I'm like, it felt good. I like this. I like it when you take the picture and it makes this clinking sound like it feels something's happening. But because you're holding it and it's just the weight's pulling you down.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can you go anywhere and travel with that? That would be such a cumbersome thing. And I know it takes
you have a big backpack and you carry one body and maybe 2 lenses, and that's all you can really carry.
Well, she's carrying it on her side. So I would think her shoulder would be hurting after a while. Anyway, so we did really good on this, but you know. All right. So Rob isn't coming to visit us. Have you noticed that? Oh, I guess because he's watching this right now. So let's talk about Rob, because you know he's watching this. You know he's watching this. So we've been laughing because no, I can't tell you that. I probably shouldn't tell you because he'd be hearing me. Here, let's go on mute.
What?
That was funny.
I can't wait to find out who the person is who's persecuting you, Susan.
Oh, you got to see it. It's right there. Well, I don't know if it's still there now. I think he's taken it down again, but I put up the pictures of the street. It's on Skeptical. If you go to Skeptical Inquirer.
Skepticalinquirer.com?
No. You have to go to the Facebook page.
Oh, Skeptical Inquirer Facebook page. Okay.
We're so mean.
All right. Well, I hope that mixed bag was interesting.
It was
a mixed bag.
I'm super glad that we had Carl on our team. I'm trying to make sure I say his name right.
I had Carl on my team. Oh, Kyle.
Kyle? You wanted the other one for this round.
Well, I sure hope Adrian's team got at least 1 point.
Well, at least, you know what's really funny is that at Skeptic Camp, we were calling Kyle Carl on purpose, weren't we? We were having a good time.
He was answering to it. He answered to it too. What a good sport.
Yeah, he's a good sport. Okay, so
so answers. So I don't have any slides or anything. This is just going to be.
So these are leftovers from questions, like you'd wrote 11 questions and you just one of them you didn't use. Is that what?
Yep. Usually I do more than one extra, but yeah. So the first one, the American spacecraft, the first flyby was Mariner 4.
Changed it.
Got to be at least one team that got that right.
Yeah, he got that on his own.
Sorry,
Wendy. I'm
sorry. That one.
Wendy had it right.
Yeah, Wendy had it right.
And I talked her out of it.
Oh.
No, you didn't. I still have it written down on my piece of paper.
Wendy has it right, and I have Pharaoh spelled correctly.
Wendy has her own team.
I want to be on TV.
Wants one now.
Okay, number 2. This is from Extraterrestrials. This was the I avoided using the word project because that's in the name. The answer is a Project Blue Book.
Yay, Kyle.
Yes. Take that. Way to go, Wendy.
Way to go, Wendy.
Test paper.
I know
Number 3, which was the first list of planets, including some had to be really obvious to anyone who's ever seen the movies, Corellia and Bespin, is Star Wars.
Hey,
Well, I think we got one.
We get close. Do we get credit for star?
You put Star Trek, didn't you? Didn't you?
For want of anything else.
Just like my mom used to always say, yeah, that Darth Vader character from Star Trek. Yeah, she didn't just. No. Number 4, the second sci-fi planet list, which was a little bit more not obvious, I think, maybe just because I didn't watch Farscape too much. That was Farscape.
Okay. I didn't
Excellent
know.
show.
Good job,
Way to
Leonard.
go, Kyle, again.
Number 5 should have been the most obvious one here, potato chips.
No, it's not the most obvious one here.
It was not.
We won't get
It's,
a 0.
it's actually crisps. It's
Yeah.
not chips. It's
You're going to
crisps.
be surprised, Adrian, how many people did not see you cracking up hysterically when I asked that question and got it
It's
wrong.
actually
My
crisps,
poker
Rob,
face
not
didn't
chips.
work.
Yeah, no. Yeah, crisps is fine as long as you know what it means.
Well, it's actually crisps. Chips
Okay.
didn't come out till years later.
Right.
It's
Number
actually probably a myth.
The second accidental invention is vulcanized rubber, and the
right.
Charles was Charles Goodyear who did that.
You get an extra point for knowing both.
Number 6 is vulcanization / tires.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds good.
Number 7 is, I would not have got this because I never watched Grey's Anatomy, but either you could say Emerald City Bar or Joe's Bar, 2 different places.
How about the morgue?
No, that was not a bar.
How do you know they didn't drink in the morgue though?
Number
I would-
8.
I-
Number 8. I would bet every team got this. Moe's Tavern.
I wouldn't have got it.
But you have to have both. You said Moe's Tavern, right?
Moe's.
No, Moe's Tavern.
We have
Mm.
Moe's Tavern, so we still get the
All
point.
right.
Well, I know
Number
it's
9.
Moe's Tavern, but I wrote Moe's Tea for short.
Ah.
Take the point, Kevin.
All right.
We need it.
Number 9. This was a difficult one for the
Yeah.
teams. So she is Jennifer Lawrence's character in real life, the Brazilian microbiologist, Shirley Pasternak.
Oh,
Oh,
Photo was
yeah.
that of her?
course.
What the hell photo is that of Natalia?
It's a
That
terrible.
was the thing that went viral. She was on a news show, just like Jennifer Lawrence's character was, when they're joking about the Earth destruction that's imminent, and they're joking about, who cares if you wear a mask? You just have to get along with your family. And she went ballistic on the news, and that went viral.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
And we wrote her Wikipedia page in English and in Portuguese, as well as the organization's Wikipedia page in English and Portuguese, just so you know. And she spent the night at my house.
Oh,
Not Jennifer Lawrence. I wouldn't have her here. Natalia did, and she made us chocolate nuts. They're chocolate like balls for they're chocolate balls, like chocolate.
Dessert?
Like the salty chocolate balls from PBS.
No, they're balls like on a man's like.
They're
Sweaty balls.
sweaty.
Sweaty
Then they were
balls.
sweaty, not
I knew where it was going to go.
Chocolate balls. I have a video of her making them.
Continuing.
Oh, Milk Duds.
No,
You call
no,
them
they're
Milk
chocolate
Duds?
balls.
Chocolate
The milk duds are.
They're called.
Okay, go on. Moving
And
on.
by the way,
Number
Brazilian
10.
balls.
Number
That's
10.
about balls.
Number 10.
Number 9, go back
Bombardiers or
number
something.
Oh,
number
number
9.
9,
She's the founder and president of the Questions of Science Institute, which of course that's the English translation, and I can't say it in Portuguese, but that's her institute.
That makes sense, yeah.
And number 10, Adrian cracked up like I've never seen her laugh, which is saying a lot, because the answer is Adrian Hill.
Oh, yeah,
Got
we
it right.
almost had
So
Adrian.
who didn't get that? Come on, you guys.
It's It's Banachek.
We talked about it.
Get it.
We got it.
Leonard, you
For
didn't
num-
see me up on stage that year with Banachek?
Rob
You
is
probably
always
didn't
teasing
equate it
about
to
it.
me.
For number 9, we had in the past the answer for Pasternak
Yeah.
because it's in a song, and we said past Mickey Mantle Pasternak or
That
something
is
like that.
correct. That is correct.
And somebody asked me, and I had to go through all the things, and they Pasternak, they said, and I thought it was Janine.
It's We Didn't Start the Fire. It's in We Didn't
Yeah.
Start the Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said
Pasternak is
Pasternak,
in-
and then she stopped me. She said, "That's the name," and I
We
didn't
didn't
remember
start the
that that was
fire.
the-
Is Pasternak is in there?
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
but it has nothing to do with this person. It's
It's
just
a Russian. It's a
something else.
Russian from history. You could look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
and that was
Natalia's
a-
actually and Natalia's family is from that area, somewhere in Central Europe.
It could be related.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Scores.
Oh, that was really interesting. Okay. Scores. I think we can do that. This is gonna be interesting considering how we are divided here already. Just like America. All right.
No,
So
I don't think it's not
Iowa,
like that.
speaking of America, Iowa,
5.
well, that's brilliant compared to your last score.
We're,
Look at
we're
that.
halfway. We're halfway there to a
Okay.
perfect
Awesome.
score. Yeah.
We
All
also
right,
have
so
5.
may all Trump's lawyers be Alina Habit.
We also have
Alina
5.
Haba. 5.
5.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got Adrian.
Woohoo!
Yay.
We don't
I'm
need
surprised
any, we have
nobody
complete-
figured it out because I was laughing so hard.
I wasn't looking at it and noticing. Okay, what is
I know, but
we have
already
total
knew you-
immunity have
6.
same theme still going on there. Okay. Do llamas need to be de-iced before they poop?
9.
And
Which one did
can
you?
it
Which
recognize-
one did you forget?
I've never watched Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, none of us has seen Grey's Anatomy. There's only 3 of us on the team. Trump can recognize animal shapes on a test, but not the predator in the mirror.
8.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Wow.
The bonus is going to be critical.
Okay,
It's a
yeah, it
close
is
game
critical.
between 2 teams. I put the answers in the chat, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Well,
No competition. I don't have a competitive bone in my body.
okay. So
Let's get
the
'em.
bonus today, the bonus is, and realize I wrote this because I thought I was going to be doing it the week before Christmas originally. The most streamed Christmas songs.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
what
that-
I'm going to ask
Oh,
you, what
okay.
I'm going to ask you for is name 10 of the 25 most streamed Christmas songs on Spotify, as reported. Let's see, November 2020. That's the last I could find. Probably wouldn't change too much. Anyway, and they range from, I'm going to give you the years, 1934 to 2014. Should we play with mono rules?
No,
No.
there's only 35.
Amy, you can't be yawning. It's only like noon in Thailand.
I know. I'm tired.
I could be yawning. It's 9:41 p.m.
All
Yeah,
right.
I can't do
All
mine.
right.
It's
Go to your-
not a beta
go to your
spread
rooms.
there. Who's gonna, should we do a screen share? Are we okay to write this down? You guys are muted. And you're still muted, at least Robin is.
I know.
Okay.
I was just trying to get the Zoom up on my computer screen because I had something else, and I just I kept clicking on stuff and it wouldn't come up. So
Okay, let's
anyway.
think about this second here. What are the 10 most streamed Christmas songs? Should we just go in a
Santa baby, Grandma got run over by a
Wait.
reindeer.
Santa Baby?
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. All I really want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is you by Mariah Carey. It's number 1.
What was the second one you said? I didn't write it down.
Let's see, I said Santa Baby. Ooh, White Christmas by Bing Crosby.
What was the second one you said?
I don't remember. Just
See,
spouting them off.
you're going too fast. So you said Santa Baby, Feliz Navidad, All I Want for Christmas is You, White Christmas. How about Jingle Bells or something like that? Or is not on Spotify, huh?
Blue Christmas by Elvis.
Okay.
Holly Jolly Christmas, Coral Eyes.
Okay.
Holly Jolly?
Yeah.
What was the White Christmas one? I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas?
Yeah, Bing Crosby.
Oh, we already have that, White Christmas.
Dreaming of a
Do they know it's Christmas time by what was it?
Oh,
Band-Aid?
yeah. Do they know it's Christmas?
That's a big one.
Does Dolly Parton have one?
I'm sure she has one, but does she have one that's on this list?
I don't think
I
so.
can't think of any.
I didn't write
Oh,
down
I
the
think I've
second-
said, I think the second one I said was Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Okay.
Coming home from our house Christmas Eve.
It's 8.
Who sings "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree"?
Or how about Silent Night?
Do we have to have the artist for this or what?
No, we
I
have to
don't
just
think
know
so.
which one
Rocking
is.
Around the Christmas Tree. That's that was the girl
Rocking
who
around
was
Christmas tree on the that one?
yeah.
Put do we have?
Wasn't that the girl who was 14?
How many do we have on the list so far?
9.
9?
Really?
So,
you have Let It Snow, Let It Snow?
Isn't that White Christmas?
No, that's a different song.
Yeah.
Okay. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Is it called Let It Snow?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then I think
Yeah, it
we're
is
done.
called Let It Snow.
Okay, so here's, you want to hear what I've got?
Okay, sure.
Santa Baby, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then Feliz Navidad, da-da-da-da-da, and then All I Want for Christmas is You. Is that Mariah Carey?
Yeah, Mariah Carey.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, and then Elvis's Blue Christmas, and then Holly Jolly Christmas, and then we have Do They Know It's Christmas Time This Year? And then we have Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, and then we have Rockin' Around Christmas Tree, and then we have Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow.
I've never heard of Do They Know It's Christmas This Year?
Yeah, it's that one where they did where all the different musicians did for like a fundraiser for Live Aid, or Do They Know It's Christmas this time of the year? It was raising money for food or something.
So have you ever heard the comedy version of Blue Christmas that someone sang to try and sound like Porky Pig?
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Without you, and
I
don't remember. Like, I think it was just done by some DJs or something, because like there's people laughing in the background and shit.
So there's 25, huh? On Spotify. Oh my God. I don't, I think I feel like I skipped Christmas this year. I don't. Oh, you know what the song is? It should be on here. Is the one that they do the Christmas game, the Wham-Balooza.
Oh,
Christmas
I vaguely know what you're talking about.
Karen posts this
Yeah.
talks about it every year. It's Wham-Balooza. Wham-Balooza. You know what we're talking about, Robin?
Not
That
a
game
clue.
people play on the internet. It's a Wham song. and there's a movie.
Oh,
And they
oh,
say, if you hear it, you're out of the
Yeah.
game. You're supposed to post on
Yes,
social media
yes.
that I'm out.
For
And
Whamageddon.
everybody,
yes.
it's Whamburgett, and it's called, that should be on here.
Yeah, that Wham song. I think you could put that Wham song, and that's our.
What is it? Can you remember it? It's, I was just telling somebody, I think I was telling Caspian.
It's like getting rickrolled. It's this game.
Yeah, it's a game.
Getting.
It's not all I want for Christmas. It's, oh, shoot, what is it
I don't know.
called?
I went through all Christmas and I never heard it. So
I did, just accidentally getting on a bus. I mean, I was on a transport from the airport to my car, and I got in and it was playing, and I thought, oh. So I made it to like the 18th, 19th of December. I can see the video where they're in the snow. He's with his girlfriend, and then there's this other guy and his girlfriend. And I think the Wham guy, Michael, what's his name? Michael, he died. He's got the hots for the his best friend's girl. And he's saying
George Michael.
Yeah, he's singing to her. They want each other. And it's not All I Want for Christmas Is You. It's a really sweet song.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that it's got this reputation.
Is it dun, 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 bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum. What this Christmas dun bum ba-dum bum ba-dum dun dun dun.
Not ringing a bell.
Well, we got 10 of 25.
Yeah, we got 10.
that
It's just
will,
I know
you
that one will be on it, even though I can't think
I
of
know,
it.
and it's driving me crazy.
Yeah,
now that
I'm
you've
like
mentioned it, like, because I have read this whammy thing on the internet.
I saw people
50
posting about it
times.
on Facebook all month long.
Yeah.
Does it have the word Christmas in the title, or is it winter? I think it has Christmas in there.
I think it has Christmas in the title.
Christmas Without You, or
Oh, even if you could think of it, we'd have to bump something off the list.
What were the ones that were in, what carols were in the movie with Hugh Grant, who was the Prime Minister of Great Britain? Love Actually. Were there some
I
famous
think
ones in
All I
there?
Want for Christmas Is You was in there.
Maybe.
oh, it's really bothering me now. I'm so tempted to look it up, but I know I can't.
The
but
movie with Hugh Grant and every single British actor and actress.
Yes.
I'm still thinking of the Wham song. I read the whole Wikipedia page because I was so curious about it, because I thought George Michael was gay. And he is, or was. And then this video
Is he
was
gay
all
or
about him.
bisexual?
Oh yeah, you're right. I think I did read that he's bisexual. But
I'm
it was
not
just it was just that it seemed so,
Yeah.
on the video it was like, I don't know. It didn't feel true.
Like so many songs are true. Come on.
Yeah, it's true. It's not Christmas Without You. God dang it. I can't think of what it is, but it's bothering me. I think I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. I should look and see.
What dentist do you go to?
I go to Dr. Payne.
Me too.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, but I just saw Dr. Vincent, the new guy there's a new guy.
Oh, there's a new one at the same place?
Yeah, so did you used to go to Dr. Gorman?
I went to Gorman.
I went to
since I was
Gorman
a little
too.
girl. I've been
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the same building since I was a child, and then
Yeah.
I went to
Yeah.
another Gorman.
Yeah.
There was 2 Gormans, they're brothers, and then
Yes, exactly.
I went to Payne. Oh, I didn't. Oh,
Yeah.
wow! You and I are the same. We're
Gorman,
2 days
Payne, and
apart.
I actually had a dentist named Dr. Payne.
Dr.
Yeah, that's what we
Payne.
go see.
That's
And,
a rough name for a dentist.
P-A-Y-N-E.
He's very nice. And so you had Vincent, huh? I didn't
You know
they
what?
got a new guy.
I have all of them, they came from Loma Linda University, which means they're Seventh-day Adventists. So I have
Really?
I have a certain
that Mormon?
skepticism.
Yeah.
They're Seventh-day Adventists are
They're their own thing.
They're their own thing. They're vegetarians. They're all into health. They're all into health professions.
And they're about a stone throw away of becoming a cult.
Yeah,
Really? I didn't know about this.
they're not as culty as Mormons, but they're a little bit culty.
All of these guys, huh?
My first husband was raised as a seventh. He was a
I didn't know you had a
Reformed.
first husband.
Didn't
Yeah,
David
Don
Koresh,
Roberson.
didn't
Who?
David Koresh come out of the Seventh-day Adventists as a radical?
Oh, that
political
sounds
group?
right. So they believe in like the
Huh.
7th day is Saturday or something like that, or
Their Sabbath is Saturday. Yeah.
you had a first husband and who?
Yeah, Don Roberson, who was the super duper birder and still is.
I don't know who it is.
Oh.
Do I know him?
He wrote a book called Monterey Birds, Rare Birds of the West Coast.
And you're a birder.
Yeah, we were birders together.
When did you have children with him?
Hell no.
Why do
No,
you
no,
say
no.
his name like I would know him? Is he somebody I would know?
Yeah, he's pretty famous around here for birding in the birding world. He's quite famous in the birding world.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's 8
You know,
years
I have
older
to
than
point
me.
out, if Vincent would hear, he would ask you, "Did you know that the bird is the word?"
That would be a Vincent thing he would say.
And
How
I would say
married to
no.
him?
4 years. 4 years, but now
You're
I've
gonna
been
have to
married
sit
to
and tell me
Corey
some
for.
stories because I didn't know that. I didn't know you were married
It
before.
was a starter marriage.
You know, it's funny when at this conference that we went to, this mentalism conference, everybody was on their second spouse. It was very interesting.
Well, it's probably not a group of very honest people, so.
Yeah, that must be it. Everybody was. It was like they'd found new love or something. I don't know. It was funny. Okay, good job, team.
Okay.
I'm having a really hard time coming up with a name for a song. We got our 10, no problem. But there's this one, I cannot remember it. It's bugging the heck of me, and I'm sure everybody's put it on their list.
Well, sing it.
I don't know the word. I don't know it.
Okay, so we have more than double the amount needed here, so you guys shouldn't do too bad. So the way this is formatted is the specific version of the song, but I'm not going to count that, and then the name of the song, and then the year the song was originally released, not necessarily by the current singer that is being streamed. So all I care about is the name of the song. Number 25 is Sleigh Ride, originally by the Ronettes.
Are you going to read them all off, or you're going to read them down? Okay.
I'm going to do that. 24 is Santa Claus is Coming to Town from 1934, but done by Bublé.
Bubbly by Springsteen.
Michael Bublé.
Number 23 is Merry Christmas Everyone, which I don't even know if I could.
I know that song. No.
From 1985. Number 22, made famous, I think, by the stop animation TV show, A Holly Jolly Christmas with Burl Ives.
We got
That's
it.
a great one.
Number 21, Christmas Lights. I don't know that one. 2010.
Coldplay.
Oh, Coldplay.
I don't know if I know it.
Number 20 is Kelly Clarkson's Underneath the Tree from 2013. Number 19 is an Elvis song, Blue, Blue, Blue.
We got it.
Oh,
1 point.
Christmas.
There's one of those ones I knew we should have.
The blue and the white colors, I remember.
18, originally from 1944, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. 17,
If the
heard a lot of
saints
people,
allow.
a lot of people mention this. I don't know if they put it down. McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time.
Wonderful
Simply
Christmas.
having.
Yep. 16 is The Christmas Song by Nat King Cole, also called
That's the
Merry
one.
Christmas to You, from 46. 15, Driving Home for Christmas. I don't know that one, by Chris Ray for 1986. And another, Michael Bublé, Holly Jolly Christmas from 1964 originally.
Jolly. Wait, didn't we already have Holly Jolly Christmas?
Don't think so.
Isn't that Burl Ives?
Holly Jolly Christmas.
That's
Oh, yeah, it's on here
Yeah, with
twice.
the Burl
You
Ives.
got it
Now
twice.
Okay,
now.
yeah, so they put two different versions.
But Michael
Okay.
Bublé would not have a version from 1964 unless
No.
you're in utero.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, as I said in the introduction, the year there is the first time that song was ever sung by anyone.
Sorry. Thank you. I missed that.
Number 13, Jose Feliciano, Feliz Navidad.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. And I used to think,
yeah.
I used to think that was an Eats Not Enough.
We always thought, my kids thought it was Police Nabbed Your Dad.
It's better.
I like that version.
Number 12 is White Christmas from 1941, the Bing Crosby version actually being streamed.
Yeah.
And here's another one I have never heard of, John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Happy Christmas. The war is over.
You've heard it. You've heard it.
It's over.
You've heard it.
A very Merry Christmas.
That song didn't age well.
Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You're
Number
right.
10, Frank Sinatra, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow from 46.
No, we didn't
Okay.
get that one.
We got it.
Wow.
Number 9.
That's the theme from
Lyric
Frozen,
hits
right?
now.
Do they know it's Christmas? By
Yep, we got that one.
Oh my God, the lyrics are so disgusting in that song.
Band-Aid?
Yeah, at least it's
I
not
agree.
you. At least it's not you. Be glad it's them and not you. It's horrible.
There
Oh, I
won't
have
be
never
snow
thought-
in Africa this Christmas time.
Yeah.
Or any other bloody time. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Number 8 is Jingle Bell Rock.
I
from
haven't really
Yeah.
listened to the words.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Number 7 is Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. From
Goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. Here comes all our points.
Number 6, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. From
Yeah.
Number 5, Justin
Keep
Bieber,
going, Susan.
Mistletoe.
Never
Oh,
heard of it.
Ah.
Have I
I know
heard of
that
it?
one.
I bet you
Yeah.
nobody got that.
Canadian.
Number 4, another Bublé. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Beginning. Did he
Oh,
just
wow.
do? Is that all he
Did that
did?
in 2011. That one.
Just a bunch of bubblies.
Number 3, Ariana Grande, Santa
Mm.
Tell Me from 2014.
The heck?
Never heard it.
Never. Well,
heard
I
that.
don't know.
Another one nobody got.
We might have
All
heard
these
it.
damn young people on Spotify.
Karen's the only one that's seen
Getting
it.
down to the end here. And number 2, I think I heard a lot of people talking about this on the put list. Last Christmas by Wham.
That's it.
Damn.
I
That's
could
the
not
one that
remember
I tried
it.
to remember.
I was
That's the
trying
one
so
everybody
hard to
wants to
remember
forget.
it.
Last Christmas. Number 1, Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
We got it.
94.
Damn, we should have gotten that
I still want to
Wham
hear
one.
Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
We had that too. We have Grandma ran.
I
over
didn't.
by
We took it off
reindeer.
our list, but I wanted it to be on the list.
Well,
Me too.
we have that and Santa Baby.
We have
Yep.
Santa Baby too.
Santa Baby.
And why is Santa Baby not on the list? It's the greatest
Yes,
Christmas song
exactly.
Number
ever.
27 or something.
I
number
thought Grandma
35
Got
or
Ran Over
something.
by Reindeer would be really popular.
Eric Idle does one called "Fuck Christmas." It's pretty funny.
Blue Christmas funny version.
Tell the
Okay,
elves to go
that'd
fuck
be it.
themselves.
Oh, this is the Porky Pig one. Okay.
See if this made a difference.
All right, I'm copying this over to the thing. Hold on a second. Is there a link? Let me look and see if there's a link to the answers. Do you have a link to the answers?
I have the answers and I put them
The
into
chat.
two
I know,
different.
but I like having the link so I can just stick it on the spreadsheet when I have so many answers.
Don't have a link.
You don't have a link? Okay.
Probably Google it.
Oh, you mean a link to where they came from? Yes.
Yeah, that way I can just put the link
a
on
link
the
that
spreadsheet.
contains the answers.
There you go. There you go.
Gracias.
Your source.
So much easier to put in the when it's bonus, because bonus is so long. Okay, so I'm holding my breath. Like I say, I'm not competitive at all, but I hope you eat.
Yeah, stinking Spotify. I disagree with this list.
Trump can recognize animal shapes.
Just remember, never bet against Carl.
Well, I don't know. All right. So let's make all Trump's lawyers be Elena Haba.
Alina.
Alina.
Alina Abba.
Elena Haba.
Alina Haba.
Alina Haba.
We got 7, which is a lot better than 0.
All right. So Iowa, imbeciles opt for wicked autocrat.
Well, we apparently picked all the wrong Christmas songs because we got 2.
Wow.
Oh dear.
I thought you were going to say we got them all, but we got them in the wrong order.
We went with more classics. We should have got more. Since it's Spotify, it would have been all the newer dumb songs.
It's hard to say, it's really difficult to tell.
Most of
Okay,
these songs
so
are all old ones, yeah.
the middle of the road group here, who was right in the middle. We don't need a name. We have complete and total immunity.
We went right down the middle with a 5.
Well, all right. So Trump can recognize animal shapes on a test, but not the predator in the mirror. You're going to need a lot.
Am I supposed to say you all?
Yeah, you wrote everything down.
6.
Okay.
6. And do llamas need to be de-iced before they poop?
Got 8.
That team name is the winner.
Hey, I was on that
against
team.
Carl.
I was on the winning team.
Very good,
saying.
Susan.
Congratulations.
Bravo.
You're a winner.
Way to
What
go.
did I get?
Nice
all
work,
winners.
Rob. That was fun.
That was
fun.
good, Rob.
Really
Really
good.
great.
Good
Okay, I do
categories.
need a bonus for next week, though. I have Jim, Gail, Robin, Carl, and no bonus.
Okay.
I'll do a bonus.
Who's going to do it?
I'll do it.
Kevin?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, and the following week, I don't have anything, but if there's, except for Carl's bonus, if somebody won it, it's game 200.
What date is it? That's not the date? Oh, I see. Carl's doing a bonus.
Yeah, I'll do one.
February 1st.
I have another ready. I'll do one.
I have it. I have categories. I can do one.
Okay, Peggy, Rob.
I can do one if needed.
Yeah, I love yours, but you like to be first. Okay.
No, I first or second. But tonight there was no wine. No wine all night.
There's still wine in my refrigerator left over from the last one. So you should
I
go and
personally would love to hear a round after Karen's had about 4 glasses of wine.
Personally, I would like that
Who
too.
seconds my vote? Come on.
I think we should do that one night where everybody should do like Rob's round. Rob does the whole night, but he has to drink every round.
Rob doesn't drink. Do you?
I have to
He has
drink.
to do
I'll be reading
questions.
the wrong questions.
I did that
I
anyway.
could do it, but I would be laughing so hard and I would probably fall asleep by the bonus. But if I was drinking,
It would be a shorter game.
It would be a giggle hat.
Well,
Oh my
I-
God.
Every time Vince tells a dad joke, we have to take a shot.
Don't tell him.
Yeah,
don't
we
already-
die.
Tell him. I could do it by drinking, but I can't do it when Mark's there. He would have a fit.
Every time Susan eats a milk dud, we have to take a shot.
I don't have
Oh my
milk duds
God.
here right now. I
need a liver
ate mine
transplant.
today.
You ate them all already?
No, I ate it. I finished off
You had
a
a
box
case.
today, and I'm like,
You
I'm
had a
not
case.
opening another one. No, I have a
Okay.
case, but I'm not opening it right now. I'm eating them slowly. I only took 2 boxes with me to this conference, and I finished the 2, but that's it. Trying to slow my pace down here a little bit. I gotta.
All right.
I'm retired. I don't.
Such restraint.
Just remember, brush your teeth
Yes, and floss. I have my floss.
and
right
floss. Oh.
I'm seeing the dentist tomorrow, so boy, I do, right?
Oh.
No, Mark goes to the dentist. I have an appointment next week. Okay, so I've got to keep my thing. All right, so let me end the recording. If anybody wants to stay and hear this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
I went and read it. I didn't quite understand it.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
because
jump because it's late.
Anyone listening